Welcome to Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on WMIX and WMIXSports.com, where you can listen from any device. Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports is powered by the official voice of Rams Athletics, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Rams Baseball is also sponsored in part by the Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. Red Lake College. Save thousands on your college education. Log on to rlc.edu. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Winning Edge. Schmidt Ford of Salem. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Landers Collision Centers of Mount Vernon and Salem. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. All Stars and Stitches. Central Christian Church. And People's National Bank.
Play ball!
It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski for Mount Vernon Rams Baseball from the Ford Square WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. The Landers Collision Center's pregame show starts now.
Andrew, welcome into Salem tonight for Mount Vernon Rams Baseball, the start of the season 2014. Of course, a very successful year in 2013. We'll recap that in just a moment here on your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. With Danny Czerwinski, I'm Chris Hugo, of course, here from Salem. The Mount Vernon Rams, of course, finished in fourth place in 3A last year, DC. Looking to try to do the same thing again this year, but are going to have to do it with a new lineup.
It's a whole different world. I mean, there's three names from last year. Basically, counting the DH, the Rams lose 9 of 10 starters last year that had that team that finished fourth in state in Class 3A. You'll hear some familiar names, but you're also going to hear some names that have been playing in the lower levels and are going to get a lot of opportunities early and often this season, this lineup, to try to stick to a starting position because there's a lot of spots open in that starting lineup.
Well, as a team last year, of course, it finished the school record 31-10-1. Got the first trophy in school history, of course, with fourth place up there at Joliet. But now coming this year, trying to look for another South 7 Conference championship and more postseason hardware. Landers Collision Centers now with expanded showrooms in Mount Vernon and Salem. Find them online at landersauto.com or call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. The Rams take the field, of course, for what else but infield practice for the start of this game. We'll take a quick break. This is Rams Baseball presented by Community First Bank.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest-earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
Don't just dream about a better job. Go get it with scores of programs that take 2 years, 1 year, or even just a few months to complete. Red Lake College is your gateway to a career you'll love. From nursing to coal mining, from computer programming to cosmetology, and everything in between. Red Lake College is affordable, convenient, and ready to get you trained for your new job fast. Call us at 618-437-5321 or visit us at rlc.edu.
This is Chase Landers with Landers Collision Centers. Imagine this. You're driving down the road. It's dark as can be outside. Thank goodness you just had that left headlight bulb replaced. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see a thing. Now, close your eyes. Okay, don't close your eyes. You're supposed to be driving. Imagine noticing a slight twinkle off to the left, just above the ditch. What is that, you think to yourself? All of a sudden, whap! You've just encountered your first deer hit. The left side of your vehicle is beat up pretty bad. The next thing I want you to imagine is very simple. Picking up your phone and dialing 1-888-LANDERS to set up your repair. Deer claims are common, and usually a very simple process, which fall under comprehensive coverage. This is Chase Landers asking you to allow Landers to be your collision repair shop of choice. Whether it be a deer hit, fender bender, or the regular, uh-oh, sorry mom, Landers is here for you whenever you need us. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball.
Welcome you back to the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios here at Salem. The Mount Vernon Rams, the Salem Wildcats, opening up their seasons here on a beautiful March afternoon. We expect temperature around 57 degrees at first pitch. We'll go over the weather forecast a little bit later on here on your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. But prior to the break, we were talking about the 13 Rams, and so many of those guys gone. You look at the 14 Rams, of course, you look at this new varsity lineup, and there's some faces we're going to have to become acclimated to, of course, after losing 9 of 10 from the starting lineup.
And you look at some of the names, obviously return names that people remember. Fulkerson, of course, another name, Weber. Jake Pike started in right field last year, and then, of course, Zach Giants, the guy that ran off the bench a little bit, and we had so many things. Ryan Campbell got to start middle of the year at one point. I mean, there's so many guys that were involved in this program, not for the last 1 year, but the last couple, 2-3 years that played significant roles in starters. And when you lose that kind of talent and that number of people in a season, you're going to spend a lot of your off season, especially the first 2 or 3 weeks before conference play, trying to figure out who goes what, where, and what combinations work.
Of course, we've always joked with Tim Holloway, his 10th year, of course, guiding this program, about having AAA JV. And of course, a very successful junior varsity program. Of course, Scott Gamber is back for another year in his 5th year. Denny Clark will be back this year. Of course, we understand he's listening today. Has some health issues. Of course, we're certainly behind Denny Clark and hope that he gets better soon. But we take a look at this coaching staff, what they've been able to put together with this team. Of course, Cliff McClure is back for a 10th year alongside Coach Holloway. Tom Fulkerson's back. Ryan Maurer joins the staff, of course, in his first year. But really, you take a look what they've been able to do, and from that JV team and this system that they have put together, just been kind of able to call up guys, stick guys in various spots in the lineup and have them perform.
Well, Denny Clark plays that Roman baseball, so that kind of gets everybody on the same page down there at the lower levels there at the high school field. And then when you come in, the transition to play varsity, to understand the system is not as great. So you can plug different guys in. Jake Pike today, he's going to play first base. You didn't see him last year. Metter was there all year. So Pike moves in from right field to first base. The lefty, Weber's going to catch. He caught a few times last year, not very many. But, you got guys that even are in new spots. And these veterans are in new spots. They're going to have to do this. They're going to have to show leadership not only on the field but off, how to conduct yourselves in this Rams baseball program.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, take a look at this Rams baseball program. We talk about the guys you can just kind of fill in anywhere. You look at guys who are going to have to perform again this year. Brock Fulkerson, of course, will be the ace of this pitching staff and going to have to see some time in the batting order. Of course, we'll meet the Rams batting order a little bit later on, courtesy of Page Agency. But you take a look at Brock Fulkerson. He's a guy that really did not have to hit last year, and now going to be called upon to hit 5th in the lineup.
I mean, that's and that again goes back to the talent that Mount Vernon had last year. I mean, you had guys in spots that at one point their junior years, Tim Holloway was looking. And that particular group last year got in, got a lineup spot, and never left it. Williams comes to mind. Once Matt Williams got in the lineup, he never came out at second. Metter played well at first. It was such a different group that, you look at it, Colin Young, and these guys did so much. Well, now Tim Holloway gives everybody a chance. I mean, he lets you play your way into the lineup, play your way into a reserve role, or play your way onto the bench. Whatever way it may be, Tim Holloway and staff lets these kids have a lot of opportunities to figure out what, where, and how they're going to fit in this program.
Well, I think that'll be a key. And, of course, throughout the broadcast, you may hear us see some numbers and refer to them by guys that have worn them for about 4 years. So we apologize. It happens. Actually, with the exception of last year, it happened just about every season. Last year, we didn't have that concern. But when you take a look at this Ram lineup up and down, it's going to be guys who are expected to perform. And when you talk to other coaches, you talk to athletic directors, you talk to coaches of other sports from around the region, and you ask whom the favorite is going to be in 3A or the South 7 Conference, a school, a team, a name that continues to come up is Mount Vernon, even though they've lost so much from last year.
I think a lot of it, is, Mount Vernon went state last year, blah, blah, they won this many games in South 7. Well, that's fine, but the problem is you got guys coming in that haven't even seen a varsity pitch. And if they have, it's not been very many, and you're asking them to play and at a level against other varsity players that just you have to, kind of wonder what they're going to do when they get out here on this is the big stage in varsity baseball.
Well, if you take a look at the lineup again, we'll take a look at the Page Agency starters here in just a moment. But, Ryan Campbell, you mentioned he was on the varsity lineup the first part of the season, but got not sit back down to JV, but they groomed him at JV knowing that, and that's the guy you look at, a guy that probably could have started short last year, but because of the prior lineup, there's kind of a stopgap there when Matthew Williams got sent over to short.
Yeah,
so, second. And Ryan Campbell was kind of the odd man out. But as a junior, you look forward to what he's going to be able to do, hopefully, over these next 2 years. And, of course, Reed Millwood will be taking the spot at second base as a sophomore. And Thomas Weber caught some last year, but they primarily used him in a designated hitter or relief pitcher capacity. And so this team, Zach Giants, of course, spent some time in the outfield rolling around last year, but he'll get the start at least today and hopefully throughout the rest of the year. So there's definitely some names that have that varsity experience with some new faces in this starting
Clayton Reeves in left and Landon Thomas in center. How many times the ball got hit the center and you and I wrote down F8 or F7 because we knew where it was going to end up. And, all these factors, basically, Pike and Weber and Fulkerson, the only one that's in the right spot is Fulkerson. Because Pike comes from right to first. Weber catches. He didn't catch a lot last year with Young behind the plate. So, this is an all-new team, all-new setup, and all-new gig here that Tim Holloway's throwing out here in 2014. And the first few weeks before conference play begins, it's going to be trial and error with guys in different spots, not only in the field, but in the lineup as well.
Well, we'll see how it works out here on your Landers Collision Center. It's pregame show, big or small. Landers fixes them all. Call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. Landers Collision Centers of Mount Vernon and Salem. Appropriate today. Mount Vernon Rams, Salem Wildcats. First pitch will come probably about 4:25 or so. A little bit early today, but we need to meet the Rams batting order courtesy of the page agent.
Leading off and playing short will be number 13, Ryan Campbell. Batting second and left, number 7, Zach Brookman. Batting third at first, number 33, Jake Pike. And the cleanup hole will be the catcher, number 25, Thomas Weber. Batting fifth and pitching is number 10, Brock Fulkerson. Batting sixth at right, number 16, Zach Giants. Batting seventh at third, number 17, Derek Hayes. Batting eighth at second base, number 2, Reed Millwood. And batting ninth in center field, number 11, Blake Jones for Tim Holloway's Mount Vernon Rams.
Tim Holloway's Rams, of course, finished last year 31-10-1. Of course, that lousy tie at Alsop due to the rain last year. Went on to finish in fourth place in the IHSA Class 3A state finals up at Joliet. The Wildcats, meanwhile, lost to Effingham 7-6 in the Albany East Richland regional semifinal game. Effingham went on to win that regional and then went on to go to the sectional on their home field where they lost to the Mount Vernon Rams in the semifinals. So all of that is history, and of course, the Wildcats are going to throw right-hander Zach Tate in the lineup. He'll be caught by Brock Irwin. Evan Maxey, Nick Conklin, Joe Tolliver, T.J. Alberson from third to first. And in the outfield will be Riley Martin, Wyatt McGee, and Sam Bevan from left to right. So we'll get it underway here in just a moment. Your umpires for today's game are Brent Garrison of Woodlawn behind the plate. Matt Miller of Centralia will be in the infield. Should be a dandy of a day. Of course, we told you it'll be sunny skies. Winds will gust out of the southeast. Probably about 17 to 20 miles per hour right now out of the east-southeast to 12 miles per hour with a temperature of 57. So while not quite as bad as it is up north and not quite as bad as the start to last year temperature-wise, it's still going to be somewhat of a chilly day, and the winds are going to be a factor.
Well, it's not real chilly now, but about an hour when the sun starts to dip down out of the sky a little bit, it will become chilly no matter what.
And that's when you might go to a sock cap or bundle up just a little bit more. Leading off will be the shortstop, Ryan Campbell. He'll face the right-hander, Zach Tate. The Rams are back in those black tops with orange stripes down the side. Brent Garrison signals, let's play ball, and away we will go. The first pitch will come at 4:22, and it is going to be outside. Just misses low and away for ball one, and that is your first pitch of the 2014 season.
Well, we are underway, ready to go here.
Campbell back to the right-handed batter's box and takes one high. Looks like it's going to be a quick 2-0 count here. Starting things off from Salem. So glad to have you with us for the 2014 season. Lady Rams softball will get underway Saturday before you know it. We'll talk about their broadcast schedule coming up. Don't miss every pitch of Rams baseball right here on AM 940 as that scoots outside. 3 balls, no strikes. To the junior shortstop, Ryan Campbell. Right-handed batter against the right-handed pitcher. On deck, of course, will be Zach Brookman. Jake Pike to follow here in the top half of the first inning. Pitch on the way. Of course, out of the wind-up. Looks like it's going to be a 3-1 count. The obligatory 3-1 on a high strike.
Yeah, everybody's got to get used to everything. I mean, teams right now, they're happy just to be outside, let alone playing games.
Amen to that. And that's going to scoot outside. So there you go. A 5-pitch walk issued to Ryan Campbell. Gets the Rams' first base runner aboard this season. It'll be up to Zach Brookman here, the left fielder. Of course, the first baseman Pike due after. Thomas Weber is the catcher in the cleanup spot. Here for the Rams at the top half of the first inning for Salem.
Early on in the year, you expect the pitchers that throw the first, nothing doing. You expect the pitchers to be ahead of the hitters. Obviously, there's no, preseason games or spring training games. This is real deal, and usually the hitters are behind at this point.
We'll see if they stay behind. Here comes the pitch showing bunt. It's Brookman, pulls back. Looks like that miss may be low for ball one. 1-0 count here to the batter, Brookman. Runner on first, of course, is Campbell. He walked a moment ago on a 3-1 pitch. Taking a marginal lead off at first. Checking on him is Tate. Nothing doing over there. The tag by Alberson. will be a bit late. Rams baseball, of course, like all the other sports on WMIX, is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Talk more about them as they check on the runner again. He dives back safely. Always bank on your hometown team. Community First Bank, home of the one account, featuring free checking into high-yield interest. Of course, coaching over there at first base, Quinn McClure back for his 10th season, along with Tim Holloway, who's over at third base. And out of the stretch, going to fire high, and this will be a quick throw count.
Tate's a little rattled. Get runners on. You're not used to such things. That time right there, he did not drive through and follow through on that leg drop there. He's pulling through off that mound and left it high. And a lot of concern over at first with Campbell. He has a decent lead over there. Actually took off. And I think went back, realized the pitch was a high fastball. Had to get back in the bag. It would have been a prime pitch for a catcher to throw him out on.
Of course, you can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Many of the Rams currently do. We hope you will also. Top of the first, no score. Runner on first base is Ryan Campbell. Brookman at the plate, the right-handed bat with a 2-0 count that has the pitcher Tate. Time was called. We'll wait the 2-0 pitch. Out of the stretch will come the pitcher Zach Tate. Of course, Maxie Conklin, Tolliver Alberson from third to first. Well, it's been a sluggish start to the game, of course, for the Wildcats. But the Rams looking to make hay early. Of course, playing left of center is Wyatt McGee, the center fielder. Shane over towards third. The runner's going to go. The ball will get away, and sliding in safely is Ryan Campbell.
Ball beat him down there, but the ball was to the what would be the right, the second base side of the bag, first base side of the bag, and unfortunately the fielder couldn't make a catch. Probably would have had Campbell, but Campbell slides in there, and out Mount Vernon with a runner at second and nobody out, and the 3-0 count to the batter. So driver's seat early on here for Mount Vernon.
So McGee will shade a little bit over the left field side of center. Of course, the pitcher, Zach Tate, will come out of the stretch. Runner on second and nobody out. This is going to be a high strike, 3-1. High strike, not in a bad way, but a little bit up in the zone. 3-1 count down to the batter. No score yet, top of the first. The Rams with the Salem Wildcats. WMIX, WMIXsports.com. Glad you could join us today. Don't forget to find us on Facebook. This is High again. Back-to-back walks.
You can see right now Tate struggling with control, not bending over, not driving through the baseball on the pitch, and then not driving through and following through. When you stop your motion and kind of stand up, that ball's going to go up, and that's what it's doing with him. All his misses out of the strike zone have been high.
Your hat is very appropriate.
Yeah.
South wind. Southwest would be a little bit more appreciated out of the southeast right now. Of course, not too much of a factor. I haven't seen a ball in the air yet. The lefty, Jake Pike, will stand in. 2 aboard, nobody out, top one, no score. And he'll put one in play. Could be a factor here. Conklin will come into the... That's going to stay in the infield third. That'll be your first out.
Well, that time there, Jake was set fastball, figuring that with a couple of walks that Tate's doing. He set fastball there, guessed right. The ball got in on his hands a little bit. Pops it out meekly to shortstop. Infield fly will obviously in effect for first and second and 1 out.
We'll bring in Thomas Weber, the catcher. Cleanup spot here today with 2 on, 1 out, top of the first. No score yet. Here from Salem. Rams looking to do damage here in the first. He's going to take one high and tight. It'll be ball 1 to Weber with Fulkerson, the pitcher, on deck. Volk had a nice season last year, of course, for the Rams. They went to state, finished in 4th place. Trying to see what they can do again. Can they win another conference title? Let's find out. Is this one going to be put in a play down the left field line? The first runner, Campbell's going to be waved around. They're going to hold Brookman up. Here comes Oakley at the plate. That throw actually got away. Going down to second base will be Weber. That'll be second and third for the Rams off of the RBI by Thomas Weber.
RBI single for Tommy Weber. And it was kind of odd looking him in the batter's box, the way he's set up. A very Derek Lee-type batting stance in motion, and he'll get the courtesy runner as he will get to go out and put the gear on to get ready for the bottom of the inning.
That'll bring in Connor Story to courtesy run, and the pitcher, Brock Fulkerson, will stand in. He definitely follows us on Twitter, as should you, at WMIX Sports. We're in the WMIX Sports mobile studios, driven by Ford Square. You can view their inventory online at FordSquare.com. It's also where you can schedule their service appointments. Top of the first, 1-0 ball game. Rams on top, 1 out, 2 aboard. Both are in scoring position here. Fulkerson can do at the plate. Didn't get many opportunities last year for this juggernaut of a program. And here comes a pitch on the way from Tate. Looked like it might have just missed. 1-0. Border infielders playing even with the bag here with runners on second and third and 1 out. Tate the pitch, and that one's going to catch his own. Good pitch there. It's 1-1. Try to get some scoreboard updates today. Not much doing early on the Twitterverse. Decent games going on in the world of softball. Benton at Carterville.
Baseball and softball down there should be very interesting today.
We're over at Blueford. They have the spring kickoff. I believe Woodlawn and Christ Star Rock are in action today in quarterfinal matchups.
a couple of games in yesterday.
Yes, they did. You can find those scores at WMIXsports.com as that one is going to miss high. 2 balls, 1 strike to Fulkerson. Giants on deck. Second and third are your runners here in the top of the first inning from Salem. Rams on top 1-0. Hoping not to be done just yet. Tate out of the stretch. Of course, Zach Tate, the right-hander, will fire. And then Fulkerson gets a piece of it right back to the first baseman. Good play by Albertson. Puts it away, and that'll be 2 outs.
He lined it off the end of his bat, and a nice little snag that time by Albertson. Kind of had to duck down. That ball got on him quick. If he's a right-handed thrower, that's a hit because he had to reach across his body. Since he was a lefty thrower, glove on the right hand, all he do is stick it up, pick that liner off.
Might help take it out some trouble here. Second and third, 2 outs, 1-0 ball game. Rams on top. The right-hander Zach Giants will step in. He'll take a first pitch. Just missing off the outside corner. 1 ball, no strikes with Derek Hayes on deck. Behind him, it'll be Reed Millwood, giving his first varsity AB. As are many of these guys here in 2014. For the second pitch on the inside corner, even count, 1 ball and 1 strike.
I think that's a good pitch call there for Tate. Get him something he can get over the strike and don't feel confident about it. Get that curveball over. Maybe he can rhythm down if you're Salem.
Gonna take it high and tight on the 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to Giants. Runners on second and third, of course. Brookman and the courtesy runner for Thomas Weber, who happens to be Connor Story, a 6'1 junior. 1-0 ball game here at Salem. Rams on top. Giants looking for the RBI chance with 2 in scoring position. Here comes the pitch, swung on and missed. Maybe a foul tip. Best case scenario, it's 2-2.
One thing about it, first game out of the gate, big crowd here. Mount Vernon travels really well, obviously, but Salem was a big crowd too.
It's worth watching. There's no doubt about that. Probably one of the premier baseball programs, at least in 3A in the South. As this one will be fouled back on 2-2, the count will stay the same as Zach Giants, the right fielder.
Maxey down at third for Salem has the old stirrups going. Old throwbacks.
A lot of retro coming back. Snapback hats are the fad. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. A Winning Edge has some in stock. 2-2 on the way to Zach. He'll take it outside. Counts full.
Snapback hats.
Yes, they are.
I think the kids still like the fitted ones when they can.
I'm a fitted guy. I always have been. I know they have some sharp snapbacks. Winning Edge, one of our Brewster sponsors. Here on Rams Baseball. Top of the first, 1-0 ball game, 2 on and 2 out. Giants will swing and miss, and now to the end of the inning, the Rams strand a pair, but not before scoring a run here in the top of the first. 1-0 Mount Vernon on top. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
The Chevrolet Open House event is going on now at Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. Get big savings on the entire lineup of top-quality fuel-efficient cars like the Sonic Spark, Bolt, Malibu, and Cruise, all backed by our award-winning service department. Schmidt Chevrolet is your regional Chevrolet headquarters. But hurry, the Chevrolet Open House event is here for a limited time, and these deals won't last long. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Your spine is a miracle of engineering, so when pain strikes, your body is telling you to get help fast. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is proud to feature their spine care team. Doctors Kowalski and Smith, the professionals at Orthopedic Center, specialize in back and neck pain. So put our spine care team on the job. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com. Stop the pain, fix the problem, and enjoy life again. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
Always bank on your hometown team. Community First Bank, home of the one account, featuring free checking and high-yield interest. With Danny Czerwinski, I'm Chris Hugo. Hunter Schrader is back at our Mount Vernon studio as we welcome you in on WMIX Mount Vernon, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. Here on the road at Salem, the Rams on top 1-0 over the Wildcats. Speaking of which, we need to meet the Wildcat batting order, presented by the Page Agent.
Leading off will be Zach Tate, followed by Brock Irwin and Nick Conklin. In the cleanup spot will be Sam Beaven, followed by T.J. Albertson and Riley Martin. And the 7-8-9 is Evan Maxey, Joe Tolliver, Wyatt McGee for the Salem Wildcats.
Have to do the old Sunline headset, of course, having the Chrome Dome with beautiful sunny skies. Temperature hovering near the 60-degree mark, not quite going to get there. Winds, well, no starch flag at the moment.
The sun will go down. It'll get calmer. But obviously a late winter day. Spring starts Thursday, I believe, so this is technically still winter.
We have Denny Clark tuned in. Here comes the first pitch of the inning to the pitcher, Tate. He'll take it on the outside corner. Lefty falls behind here, 0-1 to Brock Fulkerson. He'll head to RLC next year. Of course, Danny, we hope you're doing well.
And he's probably writing down notes now.
Oh, he's got to do something. He'll go stir crazy if not. Here comes. Ooh, inside low. 1 ball, 1 strike. One of my resolutions I made for 2014 was to await the smaller strike calls instead of trying to guess on my own. So if I see him a little sluggish or tentative, that would be why. On the outside corner, lefty again. Tate falls behind. Actually gets ahead now. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1-0 Rams on top, of course. Tate leads us off, followed by Irwin. And he will smack one into right center field. This one could get away for some trouble as Tate will round first, heading for second. He'll stay put. On a lead-up single.
Pretty nice little single. Low inside pitch. Tate was able to stroke that one, being left-handed. Low and inside where left-handers make their money. And he ended up driving one into the gap. I tell you what, a good play by Jones in center to cut that off and keep him to 1 bag.
That'll bring in Brock Irwin, the catcher, with the 1 on and nobody out. Home half the first inning. Rams trying to preserve this 1-0 lead with their ace, the senior Brock Fulkerson. Here comes the pitch on the way, the sidearm action. This could sneak through. Nope, no one comes up with it. Fires to first in time. And that,
wow.
It's stealing dive by.
I'm telling you what, Millwood made a long way because he's covering up the middle to try to turn 2, obviously, with a runner at first, and he made a long way and then dove and got to it. Still had the time to look at second and throw to first. That was a pretty nice play by Millwood, asserting himself early.
Well, the Rams have certainly been blessed with great second baseman over time. You think of Bora and Williams and Flota. Now Millwood as they check on the runner at second base. 1 out, 1 on. Scoring position as a runner for the Wildcats. They'll rely on the shortstop, Nick Conklin, here to work against Brock Fulkerson. Forget his official height. Sometimes he appears to be about 6'6", 6'7". Tall, lanky young man headed to RLC next year. This will be low and away for ball 1.
No, he's out there on that mound. He's imposing because he's that tall, and then you put him on top of the bump, and he gets even taller as he goes.
They're going to check on the runner again at second base. Red Lake College, of course, where you can save thousands of dollars on your college education. Log on to rlc.edu to find out how. No scores to report as of yet. We'll continue to work on that. A lot of games going on today in the world of high school baseball and softball. Week 1 action. We're glad to be here with you for every pitch of Rams baseball as it'll come into Conklin. Looks like it's just a little low. 2 balls and no strikes.
Pitch count will be the name of the game today for everybody.
Certainly. Of course, the Rams back at home tomorrow. I should say, well, at least for the first time this year, they'll welcome the Pinckneyville Panthers. They'll have a new leader this year. As the next one on the way, the 2-0 is going to be a chop ground ball. Shortstop. Campbell picks it up, fires to first. Is it in time?
Oh, yes.
What cannon by Ryan Campbell.
I'll tell you what.
He makes the second. How does the runner take? Goes over to first.
That's one of those, if you're Hayes, you got to get over there and cut that off, cut that angle. Campbell goes deep in the hole and guns him down, but you got to go ahead and take that if you're a third baseman. Anything you get to a third base, you got to go get. That runner's getting third anyway on that move, so anyways, a good play by Campbell in the hole.
2 out, runner on third for Beebe in the cleanup spot. As I heard it zip. It'll be a strike, 0-1 with Alberson on deck for the Wildcats. Home half of the first inning, Rams on top 1-0. Here in the opening game of your 2014 baseball season. We have every pitch of Rams baseball for you here on AM 940 and WMIXsports.com. As we await the 1-0 from Polk. Swung on a miss. Took something off, but 0-2.
He's back at midseason form. You got to up 1 hit. That's plenty.
We'll have Lady Rams softball for you, too, this Saturday. WMIX Sports will head to the Fairfield Invitational. 9:20 your pregame. Lady Rams will open up against Heron, as this will be a foul tip. Weber unable to get to it. It'll be 0-2. Of course, the Lady Rams have the Jefferson County Invite the following Monday. We'll have both of those games for you as well. Try some new things this year with softball. 1 on, 2 out. The runner on third for the Wildcats, trailing 1-0 here in the home half of the first. Sidearm action. Just misses low. It's 1-2 to Beaven.
Fulkerson is walking off the mound. He laughed at the umpire. Umpire may have laughed back the way they looked.
That's easy to laugh.
If he throws it again, he's probably not going to get it called a ball.
Easy to laugh at the man calling balls and strikes behind the plate. 1-2 coming. That's going to miss outside to the lefty Beef. 2-2.
Yeah, that one just outside. Early on, the control won't be the pinpoint as what we're used to from any pitcher at this level. Take them a few weeks. I don't care how much you've been throwing at it. Inside.
Brady Fulkerson out of the stretch. Here it comes. This one's going to be popped up. I can't see it.
On the ground.
Foul ball. That's why I can't see it.
There you go.
Popped up.
Hit. Little swing off the inside of the shin. Oh, dead ball.
All right, eyes about useless. That glare. Left eye's going strong. So the lefty Beaven will stand back in. Remains 2 balls, 2 strikes off the foul. 1-0 ball game. Rams on top. And this one is going to be pounded, shading foul right field line, and we'll do it again.
That's just a long strike, as they say. That tells you there, as a pitcher, he can jump on that pitch, but what else could there be?
Fulkerson out of the stretch. Here comes the right-hander offering. It's going to miss up and away. Counts full.
Good at bat by Beaven to come back from 0-2 to 3-2 now. One of those you're saying, you could scratch out a run here in the first. That gave you some confidence in this one.
Here comes. This one's going to get away, and it could tie the ball game as the runner will head down to first, diving in safely. Is the pitcher Tate? We're tied at 1.
Yeah. Pitch high. Weber went off top of Weber's mitt. And it's 1-1, and Salem's still batting. The runner is first and 2 out.
So instead of getting out of the inning, now it's a tie ball game, 1-1 here in the home half of the first as the Wildcats will send another lefty up there, T.J. Albertson. Baseball and softball seasons are here, but what about your corporate season? Make the call to the bullpen for Winning Edge's high-quality embroidered apparel to equip your employee team in style. Winning Edge, downtown Mount Vernon. 1-1 here in the first, 2 outs, a runner on first. Albertson will take one high, 1-0. Both pitchers, as we expected, having a little trouble hitting their spot.
A little trouble early.
Beautiful day, though. Wow. We'll take it as a 1-0 counts. That's about Salem high on the uniform. That'll be out of the zone, 2-0.
Yeah, Salem batter ducking down a little bit on that.
See what happens on 2-0. The runner with a sizable lead, it's Albertson, I should say, is batting right now. The runner with a sizable lead was Beaven, and he'll take another high, 3-0.
Polk's release point is everywhere. It's been from 3/4 to over the top to the sidearm, and the arm slot. The angle is changing. That's why he's missing different spots.
Here comes. Ooh. Looking toward 3-1. It was a good pitch, though. And outside corner to the left-handed batter. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, a runner aboard. Tied at 1, bottom of the first inning. The Rams and the Wildcats of Salem. Rams have taken the last few matchups between these two teams, as they have with many teams. They check over on the runner at first. Nothing to do. Of course, many of the teams up north haven't even gotten their games in yet, even though they've only had 2 days. So pretty cold up northern Illinois. 3-1 coming. This one is going to be lifted into shallow right center field where it'll fall for a base hit. Picked up by Giants. He'll fire it in. It'll be first and second on a 2-out base hit by Albertson.
It's another hit. Salem, they're doing a couple of things. One, they're very patient at the plate, and I think that's important, obviously, at the beginning of the year against starting pitchers. And number 2, they're working by the big patience. You get a count in your favor where you can expect a fastball 3-1 or a fastball 2-1, and you get in that situation, and Tim Holloway's telling the outfielders, come on, scoot on in a little bit here. Wind blown into the ballpark, it's not going to carry. Now Martin with an opportunity here. Just wonder who he's related to with a nice name, Martin.
One can only imagine. But I think we have a good idea. This one's going to be a first pitch outside corner. 4-0 at 1. 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the first inning. Salem tied it at 1. Folk offers out of the stretch. Right-hander will fire. This one's going to be poked through the left side of the infield. They're going to wave around Beaven in to score. Here comes the throw. Nope, they're going to have to hold him up.
Yeah,
that's a good throw by
well, and one of the things about it, too, is, Brookman got to the ball quickly, and that helped out there, number 1. And then the runner at third, Beaven, took kind of a wide turn there at third base to try to go home, and all third base coach could do was hold him up, and bases loaded, 2 outs, and we did see this a lot last year at Fulkerson on the Hill.
Well, Tim Holloway will make an appearance out at the mound. This visit to the mound is presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, proud to sponsor the Rams yet again. Dr. Eric Black and staff support the local community and wish the Rams the very best this season. Here at the bottom of the first, 2 on, 2 out, 1-1 ball game. And I don't think it's quite going the way that folk hoped it would.
No, I don't think this is the start he wanted, obviously, but it is what it is. You got to play with what hands dealt with you. Now you're the number 7 batter in the order. You got to try to work your way and get an out here and get out of this at 1-1.
Update my book. Bases are loaded. This is going to be a first pitch that misses outside to the right-handed Maxey. 1-0 the count with 2 gone, and the bases loaded, tied at 1 here in the bottom of the first inning. Rams trying to get out of it. Like they'll take whatever they can get to get them out. As this will be a pitch that just catches the high edge of the zone. The count is even here to Maxey. 1 ball, 1 strike with Joe Tolliver on deck. I believe that to be the last of the Tollivers.
I believe.
As far as I know.
Having a Tolliver and a Conklin, I can't imagine.
Don't know what to do after that. Swung on a miss on a pitch that was shading outside. 1-2. Brookman, Jones, Giants in the outfield. Hayes, Campbell, Millwood, Pike in the infield from third to first. Weber behind the plate for Fulkerson. In the dirt, gets stopped by Tommy.
Yeah. Tommy's a tall lad. You got to get those arms and legs moving around. Those limbs are tough to move the taller you get with all that equipment on.
It was Tommy Webbs at one time on Twitter. I know we are at WMIX Sports and hope you'll give us a follow. 2-2 the count. Fulkerson gets set. Here it comes. Swung on a miss, and that'll end the inning. So the Wildcats strand the bases loaded. They do damage, tying it at 1. We're through 1 here from Salem. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
This is your local State Farm agent, Tony Wilt. I want to thank Mount Vernon and the surrounding area for continuing to support us over the past 5 years. If you have never sat down with someone to go over your insurance program, let me invite you into our office. Let us show you what working with the industry leader, represented by a local agent, can do for you. I'm located just off 42nd Street. You can reach our office 24 hours a day at 242-1421 or on the web at tonywilt.com. Thanks again, and go Rams.
This is Mount Vernon Rams baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
We head to the second inning from Salem. Bottom of the order due up for the Rams. At least it should be. It'll be Derek Hayes, Reed Millwood, and Blake Jones. We'll see Ryan Campbell again. Should anybody get aboard? Tie ball game 1-1. As the Rams open up their season here in Marion County. They have Pinckneyville coming to town tomorrow. We'll have that game for you. They head to Civic Memorial, of course, in Bethalto to close out the week on Thursday. Of course, we have a busy week. Get in again next Monday. Or this coming Monday now. As we wait the first pitch, going to be low and away to the right-hander, Derek Hayes, 1-0. Let's stop and think there. Normally we say something about the guys that come and get loose ball.
Yeah, you're going to have to be on your ball this year.
1-0 Calvin, they're going to let it go. Good eye there by Derek Hayes. It'll be 2 balls, no strikes. 1-1 score, top of the second inning. Presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. As the next pitch on the way from Tate is going to miss low and away, 3-0. Good hitters count.
Well, early in the year, hitters need to be patient. Let the pitchers try to find them.
See what happens on 3-0. Here it comes. And Hayes is going to look that up and in for a 4-pitch walk to start the inning. Last guy that walked to start the inning was Ryan Campbell. He later came around to score an RBI from Thomas Weber. This will be Reed Millwood. Lineage of the Millwoods to come through. Sit next to Reed, of course, at the Rams baseball banquet last year, and that was quite the performance.
That was the impression there. That told us what was coming.
Life is having a conversation with his pitcher, Tate. Visits to the mound are presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy. Dr. Eric Black and staff proud to support the Mount Vernon Rams. You can find them at 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. As we await Millwood to step in. 1 on, nobody out, top of the second, tied at 1. Of course, Rocker also in the conversation. We'll come back to get behind the plate. Lady Rams softball opens their season on Saturday at the Fairfield, or Frozen Fairfield tournament, I believe is what they call that.
Oh, it's going to be frozen this time.
Should it be? Here comes the first pitch.
Nice.
Millwood drops a bunt down first base side. Tate over to get it, fires down to first, and a sacrifice. 1-3 for Millwood, moves the runner into scoring position.
That was pretty impressive. Dropped that bat, dropped down, soft hands, dropped it to the first base side of the mound. Tate had to come off the field, and his only play was first base.
That'll bring in Blake Jones. Somewhat flashy shoes.
Yeah,
That was his designation this basketball season. As Jones, the right-hander, the center fielder, will stand in, take a curveball for strike one on the corner, 0-1. RBI chance here with the runner on second, one out, bottom of the second, or should say top of the second inning, tied at 1. Tate will look in, and Jones will back out.
The signs again.
Here comes the pitch on the way, and Jones is going to ground this one first base side. Tate will pick it up, fires over to first, but it moves the runner over. There'll be a runner on third with 2 out now for Ryan Campbell.
Swinging bunt that time. Snubbed it off the edge of the bat. Worked out as a sacrifice.
Forrest Blake, younger brother of Zach, who spent a lot of time patrolling that center field area for the Rams for the emergence of Landon Thomas. And if I'm not mistaken, Zach ended up at shortstop. And this will be off of the head of Campbell. That's one way to use it. We'll see if he can get it forward via the on-base hat trick. He's plunked, and he'll take his way down at first. Runners to the corners, 2 gone.
Curveball, no harm intended. Slipped to this kind of day, cool, dry weather. It's going to be hard for pitchers to get a hold of the baseball. Be able to snap it through, tennis ball can style.
And that'll bring in Zach Brookman. He walked his last time, was stranded at third, back at the first. 2 gone, runners at the corners, tied at 1, top of the second inning. Salem will have 8-9-1, 2 up as they check on the runner Campbell again. Whoops. It's a dangerous lead at that 5 o'clock hour. As out of the stretch will come the right-handed Tate. Pitch on the way, and that's going to just hit the strike zone. 0-1. Drop belt high.
See if anything gets going here. Early on, you want to see what guys can do some stealing, some hit and runs, things of that nature.
Always got to worry about that with the Rams, especially in a tie game. 1-1 here in the top of the second. Pitch on the way is going to be up. Higher than the last one, so it'll even the count at 1. Tony Wilt, glad to help your family with all of their insurance needs. Give his office a call. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or look for the White State Farm Jeep. Around town, we scores when we can. And this is going to be up and over 2-1. A little bit over the head of Brookman. Of course, Zach Jones, who played short his final year as a Ram. Of course, a year that he had inside the Parker to end a game against Althoff. So this will be fouled off, first base side, well over the dugout into the parking lot, even count at 2. A lot of great Ram memories over the years.
Well, Brookman fought that pitch off. Wasn't anything he could do it with, just got a barrel on the ball. Able to pick that out.
See what Brookman can do here with the 2-2 count. Runners to the corners, 2 outs here in the second. Tied 1-1 game.
Yep.
Force balk play, force the balk.
Yeah, force balk, first balk of the year. And you can see Campbell take off, and you can see Tate flinch, and then did not step off. He had to step off with that right foot as a right-hand pitcher. Tate not only flinched, but then he did not step off.
I've seen the force balk play countless times, but not actually. I've seen it work. You advance both runners, but not via the actual balk.
Yep,
impressive. So that's how that works.
Not everybody should know how to call it.
By design. There's that. Runner on second, Rams on top 2-1 on the FVP, and that's going to be on the outside corner. Well, I guess with the call third strike, good thing they ran that. 2-1 Rams after 1.5. We'll take a break, come back. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer, Ford Square, Mount Vernon. We have one of the hottest car lines in the industry with the Ford Fiesta, Focus, and Fusion. The Ford brand was the top-selling brand in the United States in 2013, and we at Ford Square are determined to make that happen again in 2014. Ford is number one because the Fusion hugs curves and embraces fuel efficiency. The Focus is your friend at the pump and your love on the road. And the Ford Fiesta is taking fun and efficiency further. We have over 40 of these cars in stock right now waiting for you. We can offer huge cashback savings and want to deal. We will do anything to make 2014 even better and keep Ford number one. Come see our associates at Ford Square, 1501 Broadway, Mount Vernon, Illinois, and we will show you why the best never rests. You can always view our new and pre-owned inventory online at fordsquare.com.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home in Dixon and Woodlawn and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC, and of course, Community First Bank, the official voice of high school sports here on WMIX. 2-1 as we head to the top of the second. Rams on top. It'll be up to Tolliver, McGee, and Tate. Here in the Wildcat lineup as the Rams use the forced balk play to perfection, actually forcing a balk and getting that lead run across the plate. It'll be Fulkerson here to face the right-hander Tolliver, second baseman. First pitch will be swung across for a strike, 0-1.
See if Brock comes out a little more relaxed, settle down, and somebody may be listening to us before it's over.
Well, mid-season form. The 2-1 game and a 0-1 count. Rams on top here in the home half of the second inning.
Well, there you go. Free baseball.
The 2-1 game with the pitcher Fulkerson on the mound out of the windup. Here comes the pitch in route. This is going to be a curveball low for a 1-1 count.
Take things in early on for everybody.
So the count even for Joe Tolliver. Pardon me. May not like Joey. May like it. Who knows? The 1-1 in the dirt, 2-1. Rams have Zach Brookman, Blake Jones, Zach Giants in the outfield. Left to right is Derek Hayes, Ryan Campbell, Reed Millwood, Jake Pike third to first, Thomas Weber behind the plate. For Brock Fulkerson out of the windup. He'll wind and fire. This one will be tipped back, evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Falk seems to be more in a little routine. Seems kind of rushed maybe in the first, maybe a little extra energy, a little extra stuff going on. 312 down the line and left, only 292 to the parking lot behind V.E. Gum and right. So the friendlier side is down the right field line.
It's weird to come here to Salem and not see the ASDA outside parking everybody. Or ESDA, as they call it.
Yeah.
I like that better anyway.
Yeah.
Paying an homage with the letters of the acronym. As we wait 2-2 for folks, here it comes Tolliver. This will be low and inside the count and stuff with McGee on deck. 2-1 ball game. Rams on top. Scored on the forced balk play back in the top of the second inning. Here it comes. This one's going to be poked in the right field. On the run is Giants, and that could be a shot at that. It's going to be a foul ball just to the right of the foul pole, and we'll do it again.
Yeah.
Oh, they said. Would have been out of Brendan Klein. So.
Yeah, that 292, that's not even near the warning track, and nobody arguing.
Yeah. So they'll do it again.
Yeah, and that ball there, I think, no argue from the third base coach. I mean, it looked to me like it had too much tail going down that right field line. The right field foul pole is only about 15 feet tall, so you don't get a decent judgment of what it is. No argument from Salem.
Full count. Here comes another try, and this will put the runner aboard. This is outside of Tolliver. And we'll put a runner on for Wyatt McGee, the center fielder here at the bottom of the order. Tate will be on deck, of course, as we return to the top.
And, of course, now Tommy Weber will signal to the defense a setup. And this is one here, bottom of the order. You start getting in trouble down toward this part, then you got the top of the order that comes around.
See what happens here. 2-1, Rams on top. It'll be a high ball one. Gets away from Weber, no problem. He'll go get it. And the count is 1 ball, no strikes. Rams on top, 2-1. Doubling up the Wildcats here in the top of the second inning. Quick 1-0 count to Wyatt McGee. Rams have 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors. And left 3 aboard. Wildcats 1-3-0-3. This will be on the outside corner. Good pitch by Fulk. That's 1-1.
Centennial of Champaign leads St. Anthony 2-0 early on.
There you go. That's our first scoreboard update of the baseball season. That's the way
I can find right now.
I'll take anything. Here it comes. This is going to be a bunt down the third base side. Hayes is going to have to charge. Slams him with the glove, fires to first, and that is not going to be in time. It puts 2 aboard.
Bunt base hit. Pure and simple. I mean, that was outran that time. McGee got down the line, and he was gone. That ball got in this grass. And again, this early in the season with as much snow and as much weather as Southern Illinois has had, this ground is damp and soft, and if you can get a bunt down this grass, you're going to probably get on if you put it in the right spot.
Well, that's all Hayes could do. If he would have tried to pick it up bare-handed, he's reaching across his body. That's just a great bunt by McGee. That'll bring up the left-handed take with 2 on and nobody out. Bottom of the second inning. A 2-1 lead for the Rams at the moment. Could that change with the lefty bat in the lineup and the right-handed pitcher out of the stretch? Shows fun again. And this is good. Did he? Murphy pulled back and down. That's right down the middle for a strike.
Foul ball.
There you go.
And Salem obviously wanting to be more aggressive. I think this is the most aggressive we've seen the Salem team in a couple of years.
Yeah,
they're after an early and often here, first and second now. Now we're going to bunt and put some people around here.
So Folk, the right-hander out of the stretch, 0-1, as Tate shows bunt again with 2 on and nobody out. Pitches on the way, and that's going to be down the third base side. You assume with 2 strikes.
Tate's got that bat as an angle. If you think about the hands of the clock, the big hand pointing maybe to the 10. And when he's doing that, he has it out there. When the pitch comes, you have to drop it down to about a 7. And anytime you drop it down to the 8 or a 7 on the clock, it's going to pop it straight up, and that's what he's done twice.
No balls, 2 strikes, a 2-1 ball game. Rams on top in the home half of the second. Wildcats trying to threaten. This is going to miss outside. It'll be 1-2. Second Chance Auto Mount Vernon has a vehicle to meet your needs and your budget. There's a reason Second Chance has been around for 34 years. No fancy sales or gimmicks. No pressure, just honest deals at Second Chance Auto. Proud supporters of the Rams. 1-2 the count. Time will be called by the home plate umpire. Folks will get adjusted. Rams are at home tomorrow against the Pinckneyville Panthers. Assumed pregame is 4:15. As the 1-2 sails high to even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes with Irwin on deck. I don't think we're going to get this one in an hour.
No, it's not. This is not going to be the average of the last 2 games we did in 13.
Here comes 2-2, fouled up, third base side, sneaking out of play. Nothing Weber can do to get to it. And we'll do it again at 2-2.
And that ball had enough. It was spinning back. The wind kind of carried it back in a little bit, but just in the right spot that Weber and Hayes couldn't get there.
Oh, man. Beautiful afternoon here from Salem. Salem and the Rams met each other each of the past few seasons in the opener. Used to play home and home. 2-2 coming. This one's going to be poked the opposite way, shitting over the left field line. On the run as Brookman can't get to it. Salem could tie it up here. Brookman's going to fire it into shortstop Campbell. Play at the plate. Down, and this should be out of the play. What a play by Brookman to Campbell to Weber. And Salem does not tie this game.
7-6-2 on the putout. 7-6-2 on the putout for the first out. Runners get the third and the second. So it goes as a single and a 7-6-2 throw out of the plate of Tolliver.
So 1 out, and now the runners are at second and third for the Wildcats with an incredible play. Brookman started. And a relay throw on the shortstop Campbell.
You forget the error. The error was saved there that time, of course, on the play on the relay. Made a good throw, did try to throw the runner out himself, and that got the Rams an out.
Stepping in, the right-hander, the catcher, Brock Irwin. 2-1 ball game still, bottom of the second inning with just 1 out on the board. Our Salem threatening with a pair in scoring position. The runners at second and third. The right-hander, Fulkerson. They'll return to the windup. Here comes the pitch on the way, and that's going to be low for ball 1.
The ball low and away, right left fielder with the ball low and away at the right knee. He had to run a long way. Brookman did. Hit off tip of his glove, but then was able to knock it down and stayed there for him and began the relay of that 7-6-2. That was huge to get that out.
1-0 coming to Irwin, and he will foul this off toward the parking lot over the first base dugout. 1-1. I think I give a lot of credit there. That ball was well thrown by both parties. Brookman threw it right in the wheelhouse of Campbell. He turns around and throws a strike to a knelt Tom Weber. Thomas Weber by choice. Sometimes we'll slip a Tom or a Tommy in there. As we await the 1-1, 1 out to a board here for the Wildcats, looking to tie or take the lead, as this will be in the dirt, 2-1.
Benton leads Carterville after 2-0 in the hard ball. So that in there. That is hard ball.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there. Yeah. So both balls feel pretty hard, but now I'm getting it. A little slow. 2 balls and a strike to a board here for the Wildcats. 2-1 count. Here it comes. That's going to miss low and away. 3 balls and a strike now to Irwin. That scoreboard update was presented by Tony Wilt, who is glad to help your family with all of their insurance needs. Give his office a call. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or look for the White State Farm Jeep around town. 3-1 is coming with 1 out. There it is. It's going to be a tapper back to the third base side of the mound. Fulkerson picks up, fires over to first base in time.
Nice play, nice coverage. Mate got over to the baseball quickly off the mound, off that third base line. Catch, looked the runner back, and was able to make a quick throw to Giants at first for the second out. it would be big momentum if Mount Vernon could get out of this inning without any damage.
Sorry, that'll bring in Nick Conklin, the shortstop. Conklin's and Tollivers. Anna Martin, familiar names in history of Salem athletics. As we're just past the top of the 5 o'clock hour, we may take care of that in a moment if we have a chance. As Conklin, nope, we'll ground it to second base. Millwood gets past Millwood. A run will score, fires over to first. Run will score. Yes, that'll be safe at first base on the air. We'll pause for station identification. This is Rams Radio.
Honored annually by the Illinois Broadcasters Association for broadcast excellence. WMIX Sports is WMIX, Mount Vernon, Peoria, Paducah, a Withers broadcasting station.
So there you go. We're tied at 2 now. The error allows the run across the plate. The runner, of course, I thought was McGee. Tate stands on third base. Bevan, as I heard it over the PA, coming to the plate. The lefty with runners at the corners and 2 out. The runner's going. This one looked like it might have tapped the thigh, and now the bases are loaded. Bevan hit by a pitch.
Now, this is not what we Mount Vernon Rams baseball fans are used to. Fulkerson just does not have in his first outing of the season.
So now with 2 outs, the bases juiced. The Wildcats really have a chance with the number 5 batter, Albertson. He singled his last time. So back-to-back lefties in the Salem lineup are coming. In a 2-2 ball game, home half the second, a pitch that just scoots high. 1-0. Bases juiced, Fulkerson out of the lineup, and this is going to be a ground ball to second. Millwood will pick it up, fire to first. Rams get out the jam. As Salem strands the bases loaded for a second inning. Tied at 2 as we head to the third. This is Rams Baseball, presented by Community First Bank.
What does technology sound like? Is it the clang of heavy machinery, the beeps and chirps of an electronic gadget? At the new Good Samaritan Regional Health Center, technology sounds a little something like this.
It's the sound of a young girl excited because her mom's being released the same day as her minimally invasive surgery. Thanks to the Da Vinci surgical robot, our surgeons' hand motions are seamlessly translated into smaller, more precise movements. But surgery isn't the only way Good Samaritan is raising the bar for advanced healthcare in Southern Illinois.
That's the sound of a patient's health record being updated and stored electronically for immediate access by nurses, primary care doctors, and specialists alike. That's why soon, the new Good Samaritan Regional Health Center will use all electronic patient health records. Less paper translates to faster, better care for you. And that sounds a little something like this.
The new Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital, raising the bar.
This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
And we welcome you back into Salem. The WMIX Sports Mobile Studios are driven by King City Chrysler Center. Schedule your service appointments online at kingcitychrysler.com. Or just go without an appointment. It's Express Lane, fast oil changes, and more at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon. With Danny Czerwinski, I'm Chris Hugo. Hunter Schrader is back at our Mount Vernon studio. Don't forget, primary election returns tonight. We'll have it for you right here on AM 940. Or check out our election results center at WMIX94.com. That's for the Rams. It should be the heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5, or the meat, I should say, Pike, Weber, Fulkerson.
Now, this is where you're going to get a lot of your majority of your hits and runs early, I think, where the experience is. Tate right now, 53 pitches. I checked that, 37 pitches through 2 innings. Fulkerson has 53 through 2 innings, so neither pitcher at this pace will be long for this one at this early stage of the season.
Of course, here in the third, we're presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. With 5 Jefferson County branches and responsible quality service for all of your accounts, Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Jake Pike would like to be the first in the inning to say, base hit. Rams have just 1 hit on the day. It was an RBI single by Weber. We're tied at 2. Salem 2-5-0. They've left 6 on base. As the first pitch of the inning will come from Tate, and that's going to be swung on a miss for a strike, 0-1. Feels good to be out here, though, getting some sunlight. Rams baseball up to, temperature-wise, off to a warmer start as a low fastball swung on a miss, 0-2.
Waterloo's next week. Give it time.
Rams course, have a busy slate of games, and we'll have every pitch up for you here on AM 940. WMIXSports.com. 0-2 to Pike. He'll offer a golf swing at one instead of foul with third base dugout to the nearby batting cage just to stay alive at 0-2. Rams, according to schedule, head to Busch Stadium on May the 4th. Cardinals will be out of town that day at Wrigley Field. 9-2 here, top of the third. Nobody on, nobody out. Pike leads us off. Pulled the string that time, and that'll be the second consecutive strikeout. 3 on the day for Tate.
If Pike would have hit that ball, it hit on the hands. I mean, that ball completely got in on his hands, and nothing Pike could do. He pulled him in as fast as he could, but that saw that bat off right there on that swing and miss.
Weber has a low ram hit today. It was good for a run batted in. Cleanup spot with nobody on, 1 out, top 3. 2-2 ball game. Sees the Rams and Salem tie. Out of the windup will come Tate. That looks like it missed blowing in. It's 1-0. See what happens now. The next one's in route, and that's going to be over the heart of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike to Thomas Weber with Fulkerson on deck. They have to score in every inning thus far. Here comes the 1-1 in the dirt. It's 2-1.
Salem, part of that Apollo conference. They still do those conference doubleheaders every weekend.
As far as I know, they do the doubleheaders still in the Apollo. As we wait the 2-1, Weber will swing and miss inside, and the count will even itself. 2-2 with 1 out, top of the third. Rams and Wildcats are tied at 2 runs here. Glad to have you, WMIX, WMIXSports.com. As we wait the 2-2, here it comes, and this one is going to be tapped foul. Weber will stay alive. With Danny Czerwinski, I'm Chris Hugo for you, WMIX, WMIXSports.com. The WMIX Sports Mobile Studios are driven by Ford Square. FordSquare.com is where you can find all of their new and pre-owned inventory. Community First Bank is the official voice of high school sports. Bases are empty here with 1 out for Thomas Weber. Fulkerson on deck. Giants to follow with Hayes in the holes. This is tap foul.
Tell you what, Tommy Weber, off season, first day, hadn't bothered him. He is really taking good cuts today. I don't know if he's picking up the ball well or what, but boy, he is really seeing the baseball very well here early on.
See what happens on the 2-2 again to Weber. He'll reach out, lift this one into left field. It'll fall for a base hit. So 2 of 2 today is Weber. See if the Rams get some offense going here in the top half of the third.
Anybody else got a hit from Mount Vernon? Nope. Tommy Weber. I think what he's done, I think he's changed his swing a little bit maybe. He's getting more coverage of the zone with the bat. I mean, his bat is in that zone a long time. And, of course, the longer you have the bat in the zone, the better chance to make contact. 2 really good swings for hits today for Tommy Weber so far as he'll go out for the courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner is Connor's story, at least it was earlier. 1 out. That is going to be a pitch that ends up missing. I had a Fulkerson 1-0.
I think that fooled everybody there. That pitch was pretty good.
We'll check on the run over at first base. Nothing doing there. Zach Tate is caught by Brock Irwin, Evan Maxey, Nick Conklin, Joe Tolliver, T.J. Alperson. Third to first in the infield, as this is going to be a breaking pitch that catches the upper inside of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike to Fulkerson. Of course, it's Martin, McGee, and Bevan in the outfield, left to right. 1-1 from Tate, and Fulkerson's going to take this one inside, 2-1.
Pinched him a little bit that time. See what Tim Holloway does. Put anybody in motion, Fulkerson stick, see how much he can put it in play.
2 balls and a strike with 1 out. Runner aboard, and this one catches him right over the middle of the plate, 2-2.
Good pitch by Tate. Very nicely done.
Oh, beautiful day. Windy, somewhat chilly, but see if March comes in like a ram here for the Rams.
Well, the beginning of March was snowy, icy. That's your lion. And technically winter until Thursday.
See what happens here is this will be tapped foul. The runner Story will have to go back. It remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 on, 1 out, top of the third, 2-2 ball game. Got started about 4:22, just past, probably about a quarter of the way past the top of the 5 o'clock hour now. As Brock Fulkerson will stand back in. Here comes on the way, and this is going to be low and inside. It'll be full count.
The way Tim Holloway set his lineup up with Pike, Weber, Fulkerson, Giants, he put the veterans in the middle of it.
We'll check on Story over at first base again. He asked for time so he can get up and knock the dust off of the uniform. Top of the third inning, tied at 2. It's a 2-2 count. Make that a full count to Brock. The Ram pitcher hoping to get a winning decision here to start off the season. Tate will fire. That's going to be in the dirt, and that will put 2 aboard.
That's a good at-bat by Brock Fulkerson. Battled off, fouled some pitches, made Tate work, and put that into a walk. Now he'll get to go sit because the courtesy runner.
I have to think that's Braden Smith.
That's not Matthew Williams.
No. Yeah, we'll get it. Zach Gines, of course, the righty will stand in. He's 0-1 today. Gines will stand in. Right-handed bat against the right-handed pitcher. The pitcher, Tate, will be out of the stretch. 37 pitches before the start of the inning. This one's going to be in the dirt. It's stopped by the catcher, Irwin.
There's not a bullpen around to look at, so you just got to have to guess who's throwing what and where if anybody's getting anybody up. Because we can't see, and we didn't see any bullpens coming in. Something they're going to be working on.
That day did not wear shades. Thankfully, we both remembered. As his Giant showed Bond pulled back, but it's a low strike, 1-1.
Yeah. And Holloway going through his set of signs. Talking to the dugout now. That's a case of pay attention to what's going on.
Tate focused on the runner at second, looks back, checks back again.
Almost a balk. He almost leaned home first. Walking in that gray area as most pitchers try to do.
Yeah, there's even here to Zach Gines. Struck out swinging his last time up. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. He'll look at low and away for a strike, 1-2. Just caught the black of the plate, as they would term it. As we await the 1-2, here it comes high. Even things up here, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Second Chance Auto Mount Vernon has a vehicle to meet your needs and your budget. They offer the largest selection in one location. No fancy sales gimmicks, no pressure, just honest deals on great vehicles with bank rate financing for all. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon, as Tate steps off of the rubber to check the runner back to second. Connor Story. Story, the courtesy runner for Thomas Weber. Braden Smith, the courtesy runner for Brock Fulkerson. As with the 6th spot in the lineup with Zach Gines, the right fielder. Saw some action for Tim Holloway at the varsity club last year. Now as a senior getting his chance to start out there in right field. 2 on, 1 out, top of the third. Rams and Wildcats are tied at 2 as the pitcher Tate focused on that runner at second, and Giants will call time to maybe get his attention. Derek Hayes on deck. A walk and a run scored. Here comes the pitch finally, and that's going to be low and away. The count is full to Giants. Will there be back-to-back walks? Just 1 out here in the top of the third inning, tied at 2. And the pitch is in a route, and this will be swung on a miss. So that'll be another strikeout in the inning. 4 on the day for Tate. Puts 2 on and 2 out now for Derek Hayes.
Pitcher's pitch that time. Fastball in on the hands on a cold day. Hitters don't want to get those hands involved, and Giants went through it.
So now that'll bring in Hayes. Tiptoes his way in the right-handed side of the box. With 2 on, 2 out, top 3. We're tied at 2. The Rams in Salem. So glad to be here with you from Salem Community High School, as this is going to be in the dirt to Hayes, 1-0. Rams and the Panthers from Pinckneyville tomorrow. That'll be at Brendan Klein Memorial Field. Airtime probably, we hope, about 4:15. First pitch slated around 4:30. It'll be a home opener for the Rams before they head to Civic on Thursday. As this is low and inside, they'll throw behind the runner at first. He's back safely with that first dive, and Braden Smith not picked off.
Irwin behind the plate. He's got a little bit of a zip on his throw. I like his footwork. I think that's the most important thing. He has some very good footwork.
Tate will fake back to second.
This takes on the aura of an American League game.
No, I was going to say,
for American Legion was 110 on July Friday night.
He's got that marathon feel to it. This will be tapped out in front of the plate. Off to first, the catcher will pick it up, fire down to first base that time, and so Truth. It'll retire the side. We head to the bottom of the third inning, tied at 2. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
If you've been trying to buy a car with a challenging credit history, you've discovered that it can be discouraging. But there is good news. I mean really good news. Not all buy here, pay here dealerships are the same. Second Chance Auto really is different. For 34 years, Second Chance Auto has guaranteed to give you the best value for every dollar you spend. Listen, did you know that at some dealerships, if you buy an $8,000 vehicle with minimal down, it could end up costing you $2,000 more? At Second Chance Auto, they'll explain how you can save more on the total cost of your vehicle. No surprises, just honest deals, bank rate financing for all, and a truly dependable vehicle with the best value for your hard-earned dollar. This tax season, use your refund where it will go the farthest. Let Second Chance Auto earn your business and your trust. You won't be disappointed. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call today, 244-4582.
Find us on Facebook. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
And we welcome you back, WMIX, WMIXsports.com. As we head to the bottom of the third inning here from Salem, the Rams and the Wildcats are all tied up at 2. It'll be Riley Martin, Evan Maxey, and Joe Tolliver, barring any changes to Brian Life's lineup. Always treated well here at Salem whenever we come up. It's no different today, especially. Emailed Coach Life yesterday and mentioned he would have everything we needed when we got here.
Took care of business on our end, but no reply on the tomorrow.
That's deep. Well, difficult. Yep. He expected, I was going to say. As the lefty Martin gets it started, first pitch will be to the outside. Hips is a corner, 0-1.
Fox got some good velocity today. Usually don't see that kind of velocity until later in the year. Boy, he's got some zip today on fastball.
0-1 coming. Took something off of it low. It'll be 1-1 here to Martin.
Still a lot of guiding, though, on off-speed pitches today. Anything off-speed, that arm speed slows down, and the guiding starts to happen.
They wait the 1-1 with nobody on, nobody out. Tap to the shortstop. Campbell has an arm. It gets in front of him. Won't have a throw. Had a little bit of trouble with it.
Well, he charged it to start with, and then the inevitable laid back on that last hop. And if you lay back on a ball you get to, you know that hop's going to play you. And that's what Campbell did, the third Mount Vernon error of the day already. How many times both teams have been able to get outside ground balls off regular grass and dirt are going to be a lot different than turf or other facilities.
So now showing bunt is Maxey with a runner on first, pulls back, looks like it just missed outside. And it's a 1-0 count to Evan Maxey, the third baseman, with Joey Tolliver, the second baseman, on deck here for Salem in the home half of the third. 2-2 ball game. The Wildcat sticks have not been silent today. Rams have made a couple of nice defensive plays on a pitch high, and there's one by Weber to stop it.
I think Tommy's about 6'4", because nobody gets it other than him.
There we go. Always going to direct his infield.
Yeah.
1 on, nobody out, 2-0 count to Maxey, the right-hander. Shows bunt again. This one's going to be pushed down the first base side. They'll tag the runner, and a good play by Pike for the first out.
You know, I really appreciate when you see bunting going on, because both teams putting the ball down. I think taking advantage early year. A lot of teams have worked on things, maybe not enough, but the ability to get bunts down today in spots, you can use the natural terrain to your advantage. With all the rain and the wet turf and the muddy turf and the grass, that ball is not going to go anywhere once it hits. It's a repair your divot kind of day on the infield.
Well, yeah, there's also an RBI chance for Tolliver, who stands in with a runner on second. 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning, tied at 2. This one's about an hour old now, or right at an hour at 5:22. Here comes the first pitch, slung for a ball. That's going to be in the dirt. And it's 1-0 with McGee on deck for the Salem Wildcats. Wildcats lost in a regional game last year to Effingham, 7-6, a heartbreaker. Effingham was one of the 4-5 seeds, I know. I remember it was a play-in game.
Yeah. Remember we thought back when that Effingham was going to be out early. We didn't expect them to see him at Effingham. They got to see him in the first round of the sectional there.
So the Rams got to play them on their home field, and it came away with the win. The rest is history for Mount Vernon. As the 1-0 pitch comes, it's going to be about belt high. Question is where it is horizontally. It's inside, off of the plate for a 2-0 count. Fake to second base.
Everybody's working on their fakes and throws to bases today.
They are.
Getting a lot of that in today.
Here comes the 2-0. That's going to just miss low and away. 3-0. Your community, your choice, your bank with 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. Runner on second. 3-0 count to the batter, and this is going to catch the outside corner for the obligatory 3-1 to Oliver. Of course, Rams went on to be not only Effingham, but then a formidable foe in Triad. That's a nice little baseball rivalry the two teams have. And then beat Bloomington in the Super. Here it comes. Swung and a miss. Full count, 3-2.
Pulled the string on that one a little bit. Looked fastball. Smelled like a fastball, but let's change it.
Then the Rams had Joliet Catholic and Grays Lake Central in consecutive games at state. Both games lasted roughly an hour each. Count full, 1 out, runner on, and this one is going to just miss inside, and that'll put 2 aboard. Runners on first and second with 1 out.
On a pitch. Number 9 here. See if Brock can roll one into a double play, get out of this third inning.
Video streaming will return next fall for Mount Vernon Rams football. Of course, Red Lake College presented our streaming all year long. They can save you thousands on your college education. See how and apply online at rlc.edu. So 1 out here. The runners on first and second from Salem. Tied at 2. Fulkerson out of the stretch, trying to get the team out of the inning. Laboring hard here as the day goes long. This will be swung on a miss on the first pitch fastball, 0-1. McGee's last time singled and scored back in the second. Scored the tying run. As the count is 0-1 here to Wyatt McGee. Swung on a miss. Good fastball.
Yeah. Got it up in the eyeballs. A lot of hitters have trouble laying off those pitches up in the eyeballs. You think you can catch up with them, and you can't.
Nothing in 2. Here it comes, and this is going to miss outside. Good stop by Weber. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tate and McGee have been the runs to score for the Wildcats. But Campbell and Hayes crossing the plate for the Rams, and we're tied at 2. In the bottom of the third, 1-2 count, 2 on, 1 out. Here it comes. This is going to catch the outside corner of the plate. Punched out. Is Wyatt McGee, and that's just a second strikeout for Fulton.
Mr. McGee, all he could do was look and go to the dugout. That was a painted outside corner fastball.
Tip your hat. Go sit down. As the pitcher Tate stands to help his cause, 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the third inning. Lady Rams in action for the Frozen Fairfield tournament on Saturday. WMIX Sports will have every game for you from there, as this is going to catch belt high over the plate to Tate, 0-1. Lady Rams have Heron at 9:20 pregame. That's a 9:30 first pitch, and then they'll get the winner or loser, depending on their positioning, of Fairfield or Marshall. This will catch outside, low and away, 1-1. It'll be an abbreviated Saturday sports show Saturday morning. As they'll check on the runner at second. They may have him. They pick off the runner at second, and they catch the runner napping. That'll do us through 3, tied at 2. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
People's National Bank makes purchasing a home easy. Hi, this is Joy Schrader, mortgage specialist from People's National Bank. Visit peoplesnationalbank.com to fill out an online application 24/7, and you will be on your way to owning your own home. If you have any questions, give me, Joy Schrader, a call at 241-6928.
People's National Bank, your home for home loans. Proudly serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Loans subject to credit approval.
Has bad credit or lack of credit kept you from buying a vehicle? It won't at Automart of Salem. Automart of Salem is your buy here, pay here headquarters. All credit applications are accepted, regardless of your credit history. We take pride in our selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Each vehicle is inspected by our experienced service department before it makes the lot, something that is not done at many other buy here, pay here dealerships. This is Manager Amy Thompson. I encourage you to come see me today. I will not allow your credit history to stop you from getting behind the wheel of a pre-owned quality vehicle. Come see me at Automart, located next to Schmidt Ford in Salem.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
And we welcome you back. Rams baseball, WMIX and WMIXsports.com. 2-2 as we head to the top of the fourth. Oh, man. Having a little fun with the home plate umpire. Of course, all in good fun. As 8-9 and 1.
You say that now when you're over in your car back here and I'm having to finish it.
Oh, man. He laughed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, at that point.
It may not be later.
Oh, it was then, but hey.
Noah Jones and Campbell starting things off here for the Rams in the top of the fourth. Brink Garrison, Dale Matt Miller doing a great job as your umpires today. Brink Garrison calling the ball strikes, Dale Matt Miller out in the field. As Reed, with the right-hander, will lead things off with 8-9 and 1. Taps it past the mound. They'll go to the second baseman, Oliver. He'll fire over to first in time. 4-3 is your first down.
First pitch swinging was Mr. Millwood. That's okay.
We're on the Twitterverse at WMIX Sports. You can find us on Facebook as well, facebook.com/WMIX Sports. Our scoreboards don't stop because it's spring. You'll find one tonight at WMIXSports.com, so spring results.
Have some basketball tonight as well.
Yes, we will. 3A and 4A Super Sectionals are on tonight. Cokia Lincoln at 7 at the Prairie Capital Convention Center.
Actually, 7:30.
7:30.
It got switched.
Did not know that.
Yeah, I think he got hit.
We're going to try to argue got hit in the elbow. Definitely some trajectory changed on that as Jones stood in. Here's the thing. The trajectory changed.
Yeah.
It's a 1-0 count, so I thought it was fouls. Maybe a good argument there. 1-0 count, but this is going to be high. This is 2-0.
Oh, it's one of those days.
It's the opening of the season.
One of those days.
Can't see anybody be in mid-season form yet.
No.
As we wait to 2-0 to Blake Jones. Ooh. High, 3-0.
Yeah.
Remember, I decided last year I would not call the ball to strikes ahead of time. I'm doing what I can.
Yeah, that net is messing with my...
Yeah, it is. 3-0 Griffith high. That's a one-out walk issue to Jones, and that'll bring in the top of the order with Ryan Campbell. He's reached base twice today. He walks back to the first under his own accord. It was hit by a pitch back to the second. He scored the first, but was stranded on second base back in inning number 2. See what the junior shortstop can do here with a runner on and one out, top of the fourth, tied at 2. Here comes the first pitch, foul tip. It'll be 0-1. Baseball and softball are upon us. Check out Winning Edge for your team's uniforms and fan apparel. Find Winning Edge downtown Mount Vernon at 212 South 9th Street and on the web at winningedgeusa.com. Out of the stretch will come the pitcher, Zach Tate, with a runner on first here in the fourth. And this one's going to be sliced down the right field line. Ooh, down the right field line into the corner. Campbell's around first, headed for second. They're going to keep Jones third, hold him up. It'll be second and third on the first extra base hit of the game.
Well, from my view down here watching the right fielder, Bevan, that time, you want to talk about a good play. He ran to that right field corner, and that ball ramped up off of the uneven part of the ground up the fence, and he made the catch. If it rattles around a little longer, maybe Jones can score. But a great play by Bevan in right field in the corner prevented that run from scoring to keep it second and third and one out. Now, top of the order's got some time to do some damage, maybe.
As Brookman will stand in with 2 on, both in scoring position, just 1 out, top 4. He'll swing and miss the first off in a low fastball. 0-1.
Anxious.
And he smells a little bit of blood in the water here. Center fielder shading towards the left, a little shallow, about midway. That would be Wyatt McGee. Wide open gap up the middle. And now showing bunt, pulls back, and that'll be a strike now to Brookman. 0-2. He's 0 for 1 today. Walked to the first, struck out in the second. Has a big RBI chance to unlock this 2-2 tie here in the fourth. Here it comes. This is going to be tapped down the left side. Third baseman will pick it up. His only choice is to first base. And with 2 outs, the Rams take a 3-2 lead on the RBI.
Just a little ground out RBI.
Smart base running.
Yeah. And of course, too, Jones knew that ball was going to go to the shortstop side. Third baseman had to go over and make the play. And as he was running down the line, and again, a smart play that time also by Maxey to not try to throw him out at home. He would never have gotten him.
So this will bring in Pike. Pike, of course, 0 of 2 today, looking for his first base hit. 2 outs, runner on third. Rams on top, 3-2 here in the fourth. And this will catch the outside corner to the lefty. A corner that's been there the entire game. Good, consistent ball, I should say strike zone. Here from the home plate umpires, 0-1, 2 outs, runner on third. Pitcher wants to go over the sign, so Pike will back up. You're tired of big corporate banking. You have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home at Dixon and Woodlawn and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to personal banking. February FDIC. It's in the dirt. The runner's been charged for home. It's safe to the plate is Ryan Campbell. Good heads up base running. Sees the Rams on top 4-2.
I'll tell you what, he slid right at the plate, and I got to give credit to Irwin, the catcher. He dove in, and what he tried to do, he understood also that Campbell was going to slide in at the bag, and he tried to get that mid in there. You could see it from our excellent vantage point behind the backstop that Campbell's foot beat Irwin's tag in there. It was right on his foot, but he was just late. Irwin had the right idea, just couldn't get there in time.
Great hustle by both the runner and the defender, and it's a 1-1 count. 2 outs, bases empty, 4-2. Sees the Rams on top. As a 1-1 in or out. If Pike's going to let it go, it's high and outside, 2-1. That was a great play all around. Everybody was in mid-season form there. The base runner, Campbell, the catcher, Irwin, and the home plate umpire. 2-1 coming. Catches the outside corner. Great pitch that time by Zach Tate. And it's 2-2. Tate will actually lead us off in the bottom of the fourth, so we'll get the top of the order. Tate was batting, had a 1-1 count on the pickoff at second to end the inning. As Pike will get a hold of one, it's a ground ball. Wormburner to short, good turnaround play. Throw coming from Conklin is going to be high and get away, and that will. It's a tie in the bag.
Give him a single. He beat it out.
First of all, Conklin had no business being in the neighborhood to make that play, so that was a heck of an effort for Nick Conklin.
Well, he made the great play. I just think Pike beat it out.
No, I hope
or not. Pike beat it out. Those quick wheels of his.
It was just supporting the fact that it's an infield single because, wow, that was a great effort, but shouldn't have had any possibility of getting to that one. 1 on. Weber will stand in. He's 2 of 2, and now we'll check on the runner at first. Thomas chose to focus on baseball. Not play football. Yeah, it has. And now he'll foul tip the first pitch. He's home run cut there.
He's the one that sent that one back to Centralia. Down the road construction on 57. Boy, he took that one. He had something he could hit. I think he's looking around. He's got a smirk like, oh, man. He had something he could hit long and far and missed it.
He was looking to force an update to the logos on the scoreboard. Found it right through. 4-2 ball game. Rams on top. They scored twice here in the fourth. 2 outs and a runner on board for Weber. Clean up spot, the catcher. It takes a breaking pitch. That's a great pitch.
I think that's smart by Tate that time. His fastball got ripped on, and he knew Weber was kind of maybe leaning towards fastball, throws a nice hook in there and catches him, and Weber has to take it. Good pitch.
2 outs, runner on for the Rams. Up 4-2. Here comes another one. And Tommy gets a piece of it, sends this into left field, just off of the glove of the left fielder. Riley Martin, the third base will go Pike. It'll be runners at the corner.
Yeah, he's 7. Ball hit really hard. Handcuffed the left fielder Martin that time. Looked like from here, hit off the palm of his glove, plunked out of that mitt, and it's now first and third with 2 outs.
So the inning stays alive for Fulkerson. He walked his last time up.
Horse balk in the second pitch.
See what happens.
I'll say second or third.
It could be coming. It worked earlier. Just glad that we recognize it. 4-2 game. Rams lead the Wildcats. So glad you could join us here today on WMIX at WMIXsports.com. It's going to hit the outside corner of the right-handed batter, Fulkerson.
No, I mean,
ball's behind.
We don't have all that summer coaching experience.
What happens when you do games?
Yeah. Watch it. Yep, here it comes. Told you. Seconders, did I tell you?
Horse balk play and a back to the runner, the rundown on the right side. And now the runner will count home.
Runner at second,
back to third base. Runner at second, now, runner second. Now the rundown's on the third base side.
Pike is in a circle here. He's out anyway because he didn't slide. And we'll have a little issue. That was it.
And they quickly take care of it. So Pike got down at the plate on the FBP, also known as the forced balk play. And we will head to the bottom half of the fourth. Rams on top, 4-2. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
How can we keep the people we love safe and secure in their own home? Let the Medicine Shop's home medical equipment team help you with all your mobility and specialty product needs. They provide mobility products like motorized scooters, wheelchairs, and home stair lifts. The Medicine Shop's expertly trained staff can also provide car and van lift installations, and they offer a full-service repair facility for medical equipment, whether you purchased it from them or somewhere else. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black.
We service a 60-mile radius area, so a pretty wide area. We service orders from several area hospitals, and we have the staff in place that really sets us apart. We have 3 respiratory therapists and 2 seating specialists to help with seating on wheelchair and power chair needs. And we just feel that we have the staff and the warehousing and the facilities in place to really set us apart from any of our competitors in the area.
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball.
And we welcome you back. WMIX, WMIXsports.com. Home half of the fourth we go. It'll be the top of the order due up for the Wildcats. Barring any changes to Brian Leip's lineup, it'll be Zach Tate, Brock Irwin, and Nick Conklin, while Brock Fulkerson heads out for a fourth inning of work.
I think everybody's in mid-season questioning for him in all aspects of the baseball park.
Video streaming returns in August for Mount Vernon Rams football as they try to embark on another playoff campaign. It's presented by Ridley College, who offers over 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less. See which is right for you with full descriptions at rlc.edu and apply online while you're there. Rams baseball, as always, is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Always bank on your hometown team. Community First Bank, home of the one account. Free checking and high-yield interest as the Rams are on top here. Left-handed, that Tate will step in, but not until Coach Light gets to the third base coaching box. So Fulkerson will wind and fire. First pitch of the inning is just going to miss. So 1-0 to Tate. Of course, he missed the pregame show after the 1-0 pitch. Catches the inside corner, about thigh high to the batter. Tate evens the count 1-1. Rams have had to do a lot of replacing in the lineup. Graduated most of the team from last year that went on to fourth place. Swung and a miss, string pulled 1-2.
Like the coaches and us, everybody else changed.
No doubt.
Just about.
1-2 coming. This is going to be a reach slash foul. Little one avoids the contact. It remains 1-2. Of course, Ryan Maurer is in addition to the coaching staff. And then some new faces in the lineup for the Rams. Otherwise, wow.
Who's who?
It is.
Everybody needs a name tag to come in and go, okay, who are you and why are you wearing that jersey?
This low and inside, 2-2. 4-2 game with the Rams on top of that.
Where's he going?
They're going to hit the dirt and full count.
You got to have 4. Beginning of the year, you got to have 4 balls to get them first. Tate says something that got everybody laughing up at the plate. He sold it real well.
He did.
He had it sold.
Full count. Now he
goes.
So leadoff walk, and Tate has reached base 3 times today, 2 singles and now the walk. Rams back at it tomorrow. Home opener against the Pinckneyville Panthers. A great program, of course. A few state runs. Been part of the start of the millennium. Of course, then coached by Alan Engelhardt. He took the softball gig over the winter.
Yeah.
Consistent he is, as this will be in the dirt with the runner on and nobody out in the first. Of course, he's the head coach of girls basketball. Stays with the ladies as he takes the softball gig. So see what the Panthers have to offer tomorrow. 4:15 your pregame. 4:30 is your first pitch here on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Runner on, nobody out, and this is going to be outside. 2-0 to Irwin.
Well, more of a throwing kind of game today. I mean, it's the first game of the year. Pitching, not there yet.
This is going to catch the outside corner. It's 2-1. Of course, we told you about some new faces in the lineup. All is right with the world again, with the Jones out in center field.
Wind whipping through.
Yes, it is. And it's picking up as we speak. East-southeast. This misses low in the dirt. 3-1 now to Irwin. Conklin on deck, and the Wildcats trying to threaten in the home half of the fourth. Fulkerson out of the stretch with the runner on first. Sidearm action in the dirt.
Now, like I said, when Brock's dropping down 3/4 sidearm today. His arm slot, where his release point is not the same. It doesn't matter where you drop that arm at. You got to have that release point pretty well same. And right now, it's just not there for him. And again, beginning of the year, winter, cold, tough day to grip the baseball. He's struggling right now with command. We're not used to seeing that.
Of course, we'll have a visit to the mound presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy. They're proud to sponsor the Rams and support the local community. They wish the Rams the very best this season. Dr. Eric Black and staff at the Medicine Shop Pharmacy. 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. 4-2 game. We're in the fourth inning, of course, home half. The Wildcats have 2 aboard. And nobody out for Nick Conklin, who reached on an error his last time up.
Meeting of the minds out there.
This game's not quite going to get over the side that the Rams are accustomed to.
No.
Of course, after the polls close tonight, your primary election returns will be right here on AM 940. You can find them online all night at WMIXsports.com. Or make that WMIX94.com. Don't know how I would feel about election returns on the sports site. Well, we'd do it if we needed to. But WMIX94.com will have 2 on, nobody out. Here comes Conklin swinging and missing. Swung through that one, missed, 0-1.
Of course, the other red, white, green team in the state, Lincoln, plays Cokia tonight.
Should be a good one.
That'd be interesting. Sold out. PCC.
Oh, one coming. I had troubles with that back in 2008 in the 0-2.
Edwardsville in 4A looking for a return trip to Peoria tonight.
That's the Chicago Heights Marion, the team they beat last year to get to Peoria.
Yep.
It took 4th place, if I'm not mistaken.
At Illinois State, Bloomington. Not a bad trip for Edwardsville.
They get straight up 55. As this one's going to be tapped to the shortstop, Campbell trying to turn 2 to Millwood for 1, to first for the other. That's going to get away, and a run's going to score. So they get the out at second.
Yeah.
Second base will stroll in Conklin, and there you go. The Wildcats back within 1.
Tate's going to score. Fielder's choice, Tim Holloway's going to go out and argue that there had to be some interference there. Not sure that there was. I just thought it was a hard slide. Now they're going to come talk to the home plate umpire for some reason. I don't get that, but Conklin ends up at second base.
So there you have it. We'll talk it over. Of course, we'll talk over our coverage the rest of the week. We talk about the Pinckneyville game tomorrow. Rams back at it. They head to Madison County on Thursday. They'll go to Bethalto for the Civic Memorial Eagles. We'll have that game. And then on Saturday morning, the Lady Rams open up their season Fairfield tournament. 9:30 first pitch, 9:20 pregame here on AM 940. Lady Rams open up with Heron. And then, depending on how they do, they'll get either Fairfield or Marshall.
Quite the discussion here as they talk. I think they're saying that Millwood got taken out on the furrow, but the base runner did not get down or slide. Now, quite the discussion here as the umpires are going to talk. I mean, if there has been something happen today, it has happened with great reasoning, and you can see that everybody's kind of talking about things, and being the first of the year, it's an interesting conversation.
Of course, Tim Holloway in mid-season form. If there was ever a...
He's still talking with both umpires. As they're getting a ruling here. The base umpire's right on top of the play. I don't understand why the home plate umpire has been called in. I don't understand that. The base umpire made the call, said there was no interference, so it's a fielder's choice, no RBI, E4, as the run scores to make it 4-3. So Holloway gets an explanation. He's not happy. Not sure what could be unhappy other than a possible interference. Other than that, there's not a lot that can be done or said.
Well, and then will stand the left-handed bat of Sam Bevan. He's walked and plunked in this game, and now it's a runner on second, 1 out in a 4-3 game. Bottom of the 4th inning, the right-hander Fulkerson set out of the stretch, pitch inside. That'll twist and turn Bevan around for strike 1.
Yeah, I got in on his hands. Weber will go back and get that. Right now, both teams not in mid-season form, a little rusty, baseball skill-wise, baseball stuff.
Wolf looks in. They'll check on the runner. He'll get back. The runner, of course, is Nick Conklin. Scoreboard updates are presented by Tony Wills. Glad to help your family with all of their insurance needs. Give his office a call. Find him on the web at TonyWills.com or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town. As this is going to miss blowing away to the lefty Bevan. It's 1-1 strike. You can find our full broadcast schedule at WMIXsports.com. We're there for every pitch of Rams baseball and a better assortment of Lady Rams softball in 2014. Lady Rams have made some additions to their schedule as a 1-1 come. Tap down first base side. Should be an easy play for Pike off of the hop. And there's 2 away as Conklin heads down to third. 2 away.
Want to get out of the inning with the lead here at Mount Vernon. You just got a feeling it's going to be a back-and-forth game.
Polk will look yet still out of the stretch. With 2 gone. 4-3 game. Pitch on the way. Looks like it catches the outside corner. Does to the home plate umpire. 1-1 for Alberson. Didn't see any change to the lineup here. So it's T.J. Alberson. Runner on third is Nick Conklin, the shortstop. But now here comes the 0-1 in the dirt. 1-1 strike. Things evened up. A whipping wind out here today.
Swirling a little bit here in the campus. On the east side of the school, sun setting to the west.
High school baseball is here. 1-1 coming. This is going to be swung on a miss. 1-2. Great crowd on hand today for the opener. Start with a temperature around 57, and now the 1-2 comes. Tap first base side. Pike will pick it up off the hop. Step on the back. So back-to-back 3 unassisteds gets the Rams out of the inning. Not for Salem adds another run. It's 4-3 Mount Vernon through 4. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
Are you interested in a career in the culinary arts but can never afford the high cost of cooking school? Ren Lake College has a low-cost recipe for success. For as little as $5,500 per year, you can get a quality culinary arts education in your own backyard. That even includes books, tuition, class fees, and supplies. Learn to master domestic fare, pastry, and foreign cuisine in Ina, Illinois. Save thousands on a culinary arts education at Ren Lake College. For more information, log on to rlc.edu/culinary arts.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball.
And we welcome you back. Salem Community High School. We head to the top of the 5th inning. We're going to have a new Salem pitcher.
Martin comes in from left to pitch. Maxey goes to second. Not sure. There's a number with a 4 on the back.
We just caught up on everybody here. Just
Kingery is in left now.
And with Martin, pitcher Conklin is still your shortstop. Looks like they're going to move the pitcher
to second.
Yeah. Everybody else caught up in a moment.
Tolliver is now at third.
There we go.
Tolliver goes there. Tate went to second, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And Maxey's out. That's who it looks like to me, correct?
That's still Bevan out there, right?
So Maxey comes out of the game, correct?
He's the odd man out.
Right. So Maxey is out.
As Jonathan Kingery takes over in left field.
So Kingery comes in for Maxey.
Sir.
All right.
That's what I have right now. I could be wrong later.
I'll get totals on Mr. Tate.
So it'll be Fulkerson, Giants, Hayes to lead it off for the Rams here in the 5th. It's tied at 4. Community First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of the Rams and Lady Rams on WMIX. Ask for One Checking. It's free checking and high-yield interest. You can find it at any of their 5 locations in Jefferson County. Albert and Dixon, Woodlawn, and Ina. The right-hander Fulkerson leads things off. This is going to be a pitch high. Okay, 1-0.
Tate goes 4 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 of those earned, 5 walks, 4 Ks. Can only be the loser.
As another pitch outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Quickly to Fulkerson.
Obviously, if Salem comes from behind, he then gets off the hook. But right now, he's on the hook only for a loss or a no decision.
2-0 count, and the lefty Martin will miss outside. 3-0.
Now Mount Vernon gets to see a lefty out of the gate. Last year, that was rare, few and far between. We believe we have everything figured out.
I think so.
Mount Vernon leads 4-3. We got everybody where they need to be.
And that'll be a 4-pitch walk to the leadoff righty to Fulkerson. His second walk today. He's reached base twice. We're stranded back in the third.
Pulse will go out.
Courtesy runner will be Connor Story. Giants will stand in the right. He's 0 for 2 today. Get his first look at the lefty. Sure, I get the Salem defense right in my book. There we go. Pops the bunt down. First base side stays at boy, and he'll be tagged out at first. Probably should let that.
I think Albertson probably should let that go. He's hitting the lip of the grass and trickling toward that side, but he elected to pick it up and tag Giants out. First out of the inning, runner advances second. I think you see Tim Holloway change the approach here. Runs are coming few and far between. He's going to start playing small ball here in this game.
Going to manufacture the best they can as Hazel stand in. He's 0 for 1 today. Walked and scored back in the second. See what he can do here as we near the top of the 6 o'clock hour. This one's going to go over our usual hour at 30. As this one is swung and missed on a fastball. Nothing in 1. A 4-3 game. The Rams up 1 here in the 5th. Sun will peek behind a cloud here for a moment, and it's quickly 0-2 to Hayes.
Hey.
We'll take that.
Yeah, I'll take that for a little bit.
Make it a little cooler, though.
Yeah.
Nothing in 2 the count. 1 gone and a runner on. Here comes in the dirt. That's going to miss low. It'll be 1-2. Second Chance Auto Mount Vernon has a vehicle to meet your needs and your budget. They offer bank rate financing for all and have the largest selection of vehicles priced under $10,000 in one location. Second Chance Auto proudly supporting the Rams for 34 years. Up there at Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. 1-2 is the count here to Derek Hayes. Pitch sales high, 2-2. Good even count. Runner on second, 1 out here for the Rams. Top half of inning number 5. See what happens. Pitch in route comes. Ooh, misses low. Counts full. Salem has managed to keep it close, but have not led in this game. 4-3 Rams on top. Here comes a pitch from Martin. It's high.
Well, something here in the 5th. A new pitcher in the ball game. Mount Vernon working to count. Mr. Millwood up. Salem today, Pinckneyville tomorrow, and then at Civic Thursday. Busy week. 3 games out of the gate. You learn a lot, especially the weather the way it's going to be. You're going to play all 3.
And, of course, up to 3 Lady Rams games on Saturday. That double elimination Frozen Fairfield tournament. Bunt shown by Millwood to the backstop. Nothing to watch.
You're going to bunt for a sacrifice. Get the bat out. Always drives me crazy no matter what level. Kids are told to bunt or give them the bunt signal, sacrifice, and they're trying to hide something. You're not hiding something at that point. You are giving up an out. You put the ball down and get the runners up.
Lefty Martin is out of the stretch. 2 on, 1 out. As Millwood fires high, they're going to throw behind the runner at second. Back save with him.
I'm telling you what, this catcher, he got a cannon.
Not bad.
I'm really impressed with him.
Hustles.
Yeah, that's number one. I think footwork, like I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Mr. Irwin's got some very good footwork back there. It makes it quicker.
Here comes the pitch on the way, 1-1, making it 1-2. Sky high on the foul ball down the first base side.
Well, have you seen our friend? It's the top of the 5th.
Our friend's good.
Where's our friend? Is he here?
Depends on the friend you're talking about.
Well, I mean, that friend that usually
the moron?
The moron, yeah. Is he here today?
Yeah, somewhere.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen him.
By the way.
Let's start looking around. He might be in a different spot.
He knows what to do here.
Okay.
Been here enough times. Here comes the next one, and this is going to be tomahawk foul. We'll do it again, 1-2. Well, he's been here multiple times. He followed the Rams back here in 2010 in the regional.
No, I didn't know. I hadn't seen.
He was his tracker for those.
Oh, yeah. Okay. He's not usually behind us. Usually behind us, he's over there left by the dugout. You know, trying to stay out of the wind, I guess.
Here it comes. This one's going to be popped up first side and just out of reach at the first base. Woo! Thinks he's trying to claim he had it.
He's trying to claim that he didn't touch it. I don't think he touched it either. Now, I don't believe he touched it. Do you? Third strike bunt. Is that what they're saying? No, can't be swinging bunt. Yeah.
See.
Didn't look like he touched it. Looked like he went down for it and then kind of pulled back, and it went pro V1 and spun dead straight to the first base dugout. Golfers would love to have that kind of
yeah, they would.
Get out of a baseball.
Do it again, though, and this will be swung on a miss.
Tell you what, good. That was a great pitch there by Martin. He not only starts, he knew he could get Millwood up chase, and as Millwood chased that previous one, he went a little higher in Millwood chase, and he couldn't catch up with it. That's pitching 101.
The lefty trying to get out of the inning with the damage limited. In steps Jones with 2 on and 2 out here at the top of the fifth and a 4-3 ball game. Rams on top. And see if the Rams can get something out of this year. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. We're on Facebook as well. As the Rams try to start 1-0 again this season. As this is going to be a pitch inside the low. I believe it's 2-0. Martin's a lefty. Good look for the Rams here to get a look at a southpaw early in the season. With 2 on and 2 out, pitch on the way, and then it's going to be a high fastball swung on a miss. It's 2-1.
Now, Mount Vernon right now can't lay off that high cheese. Cannot lay off. Speaking of cheese, the 30 for 30 latest on the Big East.
Amazing.
That is amazing. Do you see anybody in there you knew?
A lot of people.
Okay.
We wait the 2-1. Here it comes.
I should rephrase the question. Did you see anybody in there locally that you knew?
How local? A lot of people. I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
3-1 coming. This is going to be fouled straight back. Our friend could be in trouble there.
I am halfway through it. Somebody got smoked. I can tell by the way everybody's acting.
Hope it wasn't our buddy.
No, our friend didn't even flinch. Guy from Waltonville.
That I did not notice.
Yeah, he's in there. I'll take a picture. I just saw it the other night.
I know it's a lot of people.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of people, but locally, not very often you get to see a 30 for 30. You know somebody personally.
Yeah, full count coming. Swung on a miss. Drop third strike, but they'll tag Blake Jones for the out. We're through 4.5, still 4-3 Mount Vernon. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
If you've been trying to buy a car with a challenging credit history, you've discovered that it can be discouraging. But there is good news. I mean really good news. Not all buy here, pay here dealerships are the same. Second Chance Auto really is different. For 34 years, Second Chance Auto has guaranteed to give you the best value for every dollar you spend. Listen, did you know that at some dealerships, if you buy an $8,000 vehicle with minimal down, it could end up costing you $2,000 more? At Second Chance Auto, they'll explain how you can save more on the total cost of your vehicle. No surprises, just honest deals, bank rate financing for all, and a truly dependable vehicle with the best value for your hard-earned dollar. This tax season, use your refund where it will go the farthest. Let Second Chance Auto earn your business and your trust. You won't be disappointed. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call today, 244-4582.
WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
It's been a few years, but it's finally happened. The Rams have another southpaw pitcher. It's going to be Connor Story to take over from Brock Fulkerson as we head to the bottom half of the fifth. For the Wildcats, barring any further changes to their lineup, it'll be Riley Martin, the pitcher, Jonathan Kingery, the left fielder, and Joe Tolliver, now the third baseman. So we'll see what the lefty has to offer. Talk some things over. Yeah. Fifth inning action from Salem. 4-3 is your score. Community First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams and the Lady Rams, of course. Welcome back to Personal Banking, also the one account featuring free checking and high yield interest.
I think that was the only change. what I can tell.
From what we can gather.
I mean, I'm looking at bodies and people, and I think Story just comes in for Polk. He goes 4 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. Can lead the winner, cannot be the loser, but can't get a no decision. That's where he's at now as we start the bottom of the 5th.
Some good left-handed pitchers through Rams history. This one's going to be low and outside to the left-handed batter, Martin. This will be a lefty-lefty matchup. Gets ahead of the count here, 1-0. Martin, we assume, is relation. If not closely, somewhere down the line. Tap foul, leaving the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Sun at some point will be behind the high school.
Champaign Centennial beats St. Anthony 7-5. That's one score.
Score is presented by.
I got another one.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, you go. 1-1 coming. Now I'll go. As this one's going to be roped in the right center field. That could get to the fence. Nope, cut off by the right fielder. Giants stuck at first base over the leadoff single to Riley Martin.
Softball. Massac wins again. They beat El Dorado 10-0 in 5 innings. Well, remember, there's not any other ones. That was it. Those 2. That was a pretty nice little single stroke there for Salem's 5th hit. By Mr. Martin, kind of doing everything as the lefties take over.
So this will be Kingery to stand in, runner on. Try to bunt one down the third base side. It'll be foul for a strike. And
nothing drives me crazier. You know your bunt. Get your bat out there and go.
Yeah.
I mean, his job is going to be to try to pull bunt one down the first base line. That way the pitcher has to grab it because you don't want to put a third. I mean, do your job. He didn't have to do it this time. He's going to do it that time, too.
It'll be high and tight.
Well, I mean, the third baseman's charging on you, coming at you hard. You don't want to bunt it towards him. You got to get that bat out, bunt that one down the first base line where Giants is holding. That's wrong. That's why he's going to be out at second.
So the throw go down to second on the bunt, back to the mound. And Story will throw out the runner, 1-6.
See, that's what I'm saying. In that case, baseball player, you got to understand the situation. Left-hand hitter, runner at first baseman staying, third baseman's going to charge, and then the pitcher, a left-hander, he's going to fall off to the third base side. Your job is to put it down that first base line. That bunt gets down, but he puts it towards where the pitcher can do something with it and get the out at second.
That'll be a high-powered fastball from Story.
It's a thinking man's game, just like golf.
Nothing in one of the dollars.
But anyway.
Yep.
The little things go a long way in baseball.
0-1, here it comes. This is going to be tapped foul behind us. Nothing to do quickly. Last Rams left-handed pitcher. Mason?
Probably. I call him the man with 2 first names.
I call the man that hit a home run that still hasn't landed it.
That, I'll tell you what, that ball's still going. And I was up in a box, and I was looking, and that ball was crushed. The wind was blowing out about 800 mile an hour that day, right field, and ended up somewhere. Don't know where yet.
Could have been on a flatbed truck.
Oh, it was crushed.
It actually went out towards the center or right field, so not have been anywhere near the interstate, but well past the parking lot. I don't know if they ever found it. 4-3 ball game here in the bottom of the 5th. 1 out and a runner on first for the Wildcats. Tolliver had to step out of the box. Looking him over to make sure that he is okay. Scoreboard updates, you heard one a moment ago, presented by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. Find him online at TonyWilt.com. He's on the corner of 42nd and South Water Tower. Of course, always in that white State Farm Jeep. Get you a better state with State Farm. The righty Tolliver will stand back in. Here comes the pitch from Story the lefty. And this one's going to be roped into right. Giants will be on the run, and he is not going to be able to get to it. It'll go to the fence. On the run towards second is Martin. They're going to keep him there, and that'll be a 1-out double. Put runners in scoring position now for the Wildcats. They are threatening.
Pitch up in the zone. Good swing. That's a 6th hit for Salem today. They've out-hit Mount Vernon 6-4. And one thing about it, Salem's puts the ball in play.
So this will bring in the right-handed McGee with 2 in scoring position and a chance to at least give the Wildcats maybe the lead with a well-placed base hit. 4-3 now, bottom of the fifth story. Trying to preserve the Ram win for Fulkerson, as this will be inside low for a 1-0 count for McGee. He's 1 for 2 with the run score.
Working out the kinks. That's wonderful late winter day. Getting towards the first of the month, expect a snowstorm. As everybody thinks about it. December, January, February, March. All
don't see it come in like a lion and go out like a lion.
Oh, well, the other month's doing.
1-1. Here it comes. This one is going to be whacked into center field. This will score a pair for the Wildcats. Kingery's in the score. Here comes the throw from center field. Won't be a play at the plate. It's Oliver slides in. The Wildcats are on top on the 2 RBI single by Wyatt McGee.
Yeah, just took a pitch right back up the middle. Fastball down, went right back where it came from. Great piece of hitting. The 7th hit of the day for the Wildcats. Brock Fulkerson cannot be the winner now, as Mount Vernon trails for the first time today, 5-4 in the bottom of the 5th. Hang those pitches up. It doesn't matter if it's March or June. High school kids are going to put them in play. That's what happened there.
This will bring in switch hitters that day.
Look at him, all crafty. It's a rare art form anymore. You don't see many switch hitters.
So he's turning around. It's a 1-0 count. Runner on first. 5-4 Salem lead. As this one's going to be popped, that's sky high left side. Might bring rain, but we don't need it. It'll be Campbell on the skin of the dirt. He'll make the grab for the second out.
Tough ball there. It is a high sky today. Not a lot of clouds to use. And Campbell made that play look easy. One thing about it, pop out on the infield, the wind blowing, he kept his feet moving. Benton beats Carterville today in baseball 5-1. That's a nice win for Brett Blondie's Benton Rangers on the road against Bobby Jackson's Lions. Carterville, a younger team this year. Oh.
Checked on the runner. He was going to throw down to second and
picked off. And that ball, they piped through it, except it only went about 70 feet in bounds. That's the 5th error on Mount Vernon today. Because they had McGee picked off dead to right, and unfortunately he got a free ride. Peanut Man telling us he was standing on the right field fence, or standing near that fence at Benton that day when it flew over him. He had seen it. Mike Young, hello. Go ahead.
First pitch is high for 1-0.
Right field fence, hello.
To Brock Irwin, runner at second base in scoring position. Of course, Colin Young now at Lindenwood Belleville. His boy.
Aztec baseball wins. Swinging a foul ball. Wins today over Polk County, 17-1.
Good Lord. This is a travel convenience game.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that has no business happening. 1-1 to count.
Yeah.
Well, that's a long-time rivalry, I'm
sure. Broadway's not pitching anymore for Polk County.
Who drafted him? The Braves?
Braves. Like in the top 5 rounds.
Yeah. 1-1 to count. 5-4 game. Bottom of the 5th, Salem on top. Looking to add some insurance here. Here comes the pitch outside, catches the corner. 1-2. Irwin the catcher.
Your kind of story, you got to limit this to 2 runs.
Oh, easily.
Get out of this with 2. Get to the dugout with 6 more shots at it.
I should say most assuredly, not easily. Here comes the 1-2. This one's going to be sent toward right. Giants is on the run. He'll make the play. Salem does. This game is just done, basically, here in the home half of the 5th, as they add 2 to take a 5-4 lead. We'll head to the 6th. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
You hear about truck months? Well, 2014 is already setting up to be a truck year. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ram truck dealer at King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. Backed by popular demand, ABC Ally Financing is back. All 2014 Ram Quad Cab Express, Bighorn, and Outdoorsman models qualify for this program. Not only do you get a $2,500 rebate, Ally Financial will give you $3,000 on top of that. That's $5,500 in total discounts, plus you will get a low finance rate for up to 84 months. Payments could be as low as $350 on a new 2014 Ram Quad Cab truck. Come see one of our sales associates who will help you find any other qualifying discounts. Hurry to King City Chrysler Center at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, or browse our inventory online at kingcitychryslercenter.com.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
And we head to the top of the sixth for the Rams. It'll be the top of the order duo: Brian Campbell, Zach Brookman, Jake Pike. Barring any changes to Tim Holloway's lineup, of course. Looks like the same lineup for Brian Light defensively. The pitcher out for his second inning of work is Riley Martin. Rams baseball is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. It's your community, your bank, your choice. 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC.
Well, both teams, through 5 innings between them, have stranded 17 base runners. Yet Salem leads 5-4, so that tells you there's been multiple chances in this game as Mount Vernon is going to try something new here, top of the order. It's their chance.
Campbell has reached base 3 times today, scored twice. Starts things off here in the top of the 6th. First pitch on the way. Breaking pitch, shot foul, first base side off the hands.
Yeah.
Vibration.
That'll be the bees. This time of year, you get in late March, game in the wintertime, another week of March plus left, and you're going to get some bees in the first month of the season or so. It's all nice and warm and fuzzy in the cage when that pitching machine places them in there.
This will be a pitch that sails high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Count even to Ryan Campbell, the junior shortstop.
Wind has shifted to the northwest. We've got here. Yes, it has.
This catches the outside corner for the lefty Martin. Down in the count now. 1 ball, 2 strike. Campbell. Junior left fielder Brookman follows the senior first baseman Pike. Starting things off here in the 6th. Rams down 5-4. Salem scored twice in the bottom half of the 5th, and that sails outside to the right-handed batter. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Kemp. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios are driven by Ford Square at 1501 Broadway, Mount Vernon. FordSquare.com for the inventory. Swung and missed. Pitch on the outside corner for the first out of the inning. Empty bases and 1 out for Brookman.
Mount Vernon batting eyes a little behind. Rockford Lutheran up on Peoria Notre Dame, 22-17, and a 3-8 super at the end of 1.
Wonder if they'll still make their annual pilgrimage to Nashville to play baseball. This is going to be low. 1-0. They come down, play a triangular with Nashville and Oakville every year.
That's been going on. Dave East was there, the head coach. Chad Malavi's another guy that switched one sport to another, much like Alan Englehart.
Yeah, did the opposite way.
Malavi won a state title with Hari pitching, not Wayne, and then went to baseball.
As we wait the 1-1. Dip low, 2 balls and a strike. Hard to keep track of the Nashville Hari.
Well, Wayne made a TV appearance the other night, too. A little TV time during the title game.
And it's 2-2, swung and a miss. Hornets came so close last weekend.
Still in shock.
Yep. As we wait the 2-2, here it comes. That's going to miss outside. Full count to Brookman with Pike on deck. Top 6, 5-4 ball game. Wildcats on top here at home. Trying to shut down the Rams. Swung and a miss. High strike.
Oh, and again, 6 innings of batting. Mount Vernon has had a penchant to chase high and away in the stone, and that has cost them here.
Well, good eyes early, of course. 2 out of 3 batters to the first base. The first base Martin walked, and then back-to-back strikeouts. 4 straight.
It's not bad.
Nope. The lefty Martin gets sent out of the windup. And that one walked.
That hit Pike.
Hit him on the elbow.
He's hurt. Hit Handle and then hit him.
Well, all right there.
Ball. Yeah. Pretty good call there. Yeah. Hit the bat. Yeah. Pike's not agreeing with the call. There was a clink of something, and it's not bone. I could hear
bionic or metallic.
Well, yeah, that's what I said. There was a clink. Of course, as a batter, you're trying to sell that anyway.
Oh.
That hit him.
Oh, no, let's worry about it.
No.
Yikes. So I takes his base on getting plunked. Now no need to worry.
That one there didn't have anything bionic.
Nope. That was just all muscle. Yeah. See, not silent today.
Yeah.
Oh, we're back with you tomorrow. Rams in Pinckneyville.
First game for the Panthers tomorrow, I believe, as usual.
Typically.
New coach. In that very tough Mississippi division with Nashville, of course, DuQuoin, Timmy Kraft.
See them. Good to go down to their magnificent facility.
Oh, I know. They probably have pizza, but he ate it all sectional.
Oh, and it's going to hit the back of
I know you. I don't really understand why Mount Vernon's mad about getting hit. I mean, you got a 5-4. You're down. You think Martin's out there with a 5-4 lead throwing at people? I don't believe he is. So you just take your base and go down. I mean, there's no use to get mad.
And this will bring in Braden Smith, the courtesy run. Up to bat will be Connor Story. Fulkerson, of course, had walked twice.
That chicanery is going to get shut down real quick, as it should.
We'll see what happens.
You have to think, you got to put I guess you could say you put your manhood behind you. Do you think a relief pitcher is coming in for another team with a 5-4 lead thrown at people? Don't think he is. Any level. That's, you get hit by a pitch, you go to first, you take it. I mean, that's it. Now, if it was a 15-4 game and he's throwing, yeah, maybe, but there's no way he's doing that now.
2 on and 2 out. Of course, video streaming returns in August. Red Lake College powers that. You can find them online at rlc.edu.
First question of the year from Tom Fulkerson about the scorebook.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was over here talking about it, pointing at it.
We're 3 years in our score, or starting our 3rd year of our scorebooks. As Lefty Story stands in, takes a strike on the outside corner.
When I looked at my scorebooks last night, I thought, man, I got to be about out. So I said, no, not even close. I got 2 more years in there.
Oh, at least.
2 or 3.
These kids will be gone. This is going to be high, even count 101. Let's learn new faces by the time we either go iPad or start the next Bob Carpenter.
I kind of like Bobby Carpenter.
I do, too.
Let's buy me. You want to buy me an iPad?
No, it's broadcast friendly.
There you go.
That's the whole point. It's even FP approved, as this will be in the dirt 2-1.
Santangelo?
You betcha.
That's somebody's favorite.
Oh, 5-4 score. Rams down here in the top of the 6th, 2 on, 2 out.
We're off the
pass in front
Thursday night. We're off the beaten path.
Yeah, we are.
Back to this one.
Now let's get back to this one.
Yeah.
Here comes. This is going to be low for ball. So it's going to be a strike. 3-1.
Back to this one's got a lot of games home and away. They're close.
Got a lot of spring training. Nice little vacay for him down there in the Cactus League.
He's not there anymore.
New TV deal.
No, you know where he's at now?
Where?
He's at the cricket grounds in Australia.
That's
yeah.
3-1 coming. This will be right down the middle of Count School. 2 on, 2 out, top 6. Rams trailing 5-4 to Salem. They actually got a 2 RBI single by McGee back in the 5th to take the lead. They were trailing 4-3. Beauty First Bank of the Heartland, our official voice of the Rams. 3-2 pitch, full count. Ooh, just missed his blown away. As the runners were going, the bases are loaded.
Opportunity knocks. Zach Gines has an opportunity to do something. Struck out twice, grounded out to first.
It's early in the season, but he's due. No, maybe not.
Everybody's due at this point.
Molly will talk it over.
I think if you got a guy on the mound that's control issues, plate hopping around on him a little bit, I'm not so certain that that's a visit from the mound.
Visit the mound, presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Dr. Eric Black and staff proud to support the Rams.
I'm not so certain you take a pitch here or two to kind of see if Mark can throw a strike. With bases loaded, 2 outs, you're down 5-4 in the 6th. Sun's going down a little bit more. A little chilly. Field's in good shape. Boy, they've done a lot of nice things up here at Salem this baseball.
The Rams have not gone 2 hours since the last game of the regular season in 2013. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Is this just going to be a strike to Giants? Nothing to 1.
Well, yeah. Mount Vernon may be tired. This is 2 games for them.
Nothing to 1. Here it comes. Giants will swing and miss. It's 0-2. 5-4 game. Salem on top, but the Rams have an opportunity with the bases loaded here in the top of the 6th. Down a run. Trying to run is 90 feet away, and it's not going to matter. Swung on a miss, outside corner. And that'll retire the side as the Rams strand the bases loaded. We head to the bottom half. 5-4 Salem. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
I'm meteorologist Dave Bowers. We'll look at your next round weather. Partly cloudy tonight, breezy, a low about 45. The outlook for tomorrow, intervals of clouds and sunshine with a high of 52. And then clear and a bit colder tomorrow night. Low 31 in the countryside, 35 in town. Thursday, bright and sunny, a warmer afternoon with a high 62. And then on Friday, clouds and sunshine, breezy and pleasant with a high temperature of 67. Next round weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Bottom of the 6th we go for the Wildcats, barring the lineup change. It'll be Nick Conklin, Sam Bevan, and T.J. Alberson. We do have a new pitcher for the Rams. It'll be Blake Jones. We'll go from lefty to righty. I'm just going to assume that maybe Story is in center.
Story goes 1 inning, 2 runs, 2 hits, both earned. No walks, no strikeouts. He can be the loser. Story goes out to center. It's a position change, as Jones will come in for his first inning of the season. He needs to keep it at 5-4 to give the Rams a chance with 1 run down as they get one more at that bat in the 7th. 2 hours last regular season game. Was that Highland? Yeah. Doesn't say. That was at home.
First game only went an hour 40. Actually, no, it was the first game against Highland.
That was prom day, wasn't it?
Graduation.
Graduation, yeah. At that point of the year it is.
That'll be a pitch that gets by inside. 1-0 to Conklin to start things up.
Quinn McClure from Nanook of the North. Wearing a gray hoodie. Hood on top, hood's on, underneath everything.
Here comes the 1-0, and this one's going to be a rip ground ball just off of Hayes. Campbell's not going to be able to make the play, but he'll try.
That was a hit. Great. Oh, my gosh. How Hayes even got something on the ball. It's Salem's 7th hit of the day. They've been helped by 5 Ram errors. But, man, that ball smashed. Hayes did a good job just trying to get a body in front of it, let alone a glove. And this Salem team, they get a win like this, can really spur them in the Apollo Conference.
No doubt about that. Would definitely be some momentum. First for the Wildcats, starts the season 1-0. Runner on, nobody out. Bunt foul for Bevan. It's 0-1. See how Jones comes and attacks here on the 0-1 count. Nobody out, 1 on. Checks on the runner at first. 5-4. Salem on top. Top of the 6th inning here on WMIX. WMIXSports.com. That was a nice overmodulated gust of wind.
Yeah.
Lefty bat and swung on a miss. Runners go, and the throw down to second is, was it safe? Thought he got by it or sniffed. That was a good stop by Campbell.
Good throw.
Oh, initially got past.
Pretty good throw. Weber kind of mishandled it, but he was able to get it out there. And boy, once he got it going, it was there. But the runner beat the throw.
Nothing in 2. Nobody out. Runner in scoring position. Salem looking for a little insurance.
Oh. Got away with it.
As Jones looks in for the sign, the catcher Weber, and this is going to miss blowing away for 1-2.
Jones slightly moved his right hand. He's got his hand outside the glove, waist high. He moved his hand just now and didn't get caught. Got a break.
Out of the stretch, Jones will fire. This is going to miss up 2-2.
Got to stay down. Got to wait for that pitch across the plate. Your catcher stands up that early. You're not going to get that call.
Bowls will close in about 33 minutes. We'll have election returns tonight here on AM 940, and you can find them online at WMIX94.com. 2-2 coming. This one's going to be sent the opposite way out the left-handed bat. And Brookman gets underneath it to make the play. So the first down sends the runner back to second base and brings in T.J. Alberson.
Popeye would be proud of that. A lot of spinach on that ball coming from left-hand bat down left field line.
First baseman, T.J. Alberson.
If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home in Dixon and Woodlawn and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to personal banking. Remember FDIC. One out, runner on second. Here comes a pitch from Blake Jones, low inside. Let's cool down a little bit here.
Yeah, we knew that was coming. It's layered.
Get away, Spider. Hate those things. Here comes. That's now it's coming towards me. Go away.
Where are you seeing one at?
Right there. See those things from a mile away. Sixth inning, bottom half, 5-4, Salem on top. Jones will step up.
Steps off to look at the runner.
Lefty Albertson stands back in. Pitch, check swing, but across the outside corner, 1-1.
Errors today, and runners left on base, defining Mount Vernon. Everything that's going on early down 5-4. The space shuttle is not taking off.
Feels like it. Man. 1-1 coming. Up and away. 2 balls to strike to Albertson.
The wind has shifted. It was southeast to start the game, and it has turned to the northwest.
Wind has done something. It made a friend. It has not. 2-1 the count. 1 gone. Runner on second for the Wildcats. This is lifted toward left. Wind may push this into foul territory. It does. Everybody's on the run. And that is actually going to be a fair ball.
Fair ball.
Yeah. We'll try to get it. Had to reach back as the wind died.
And that ball came back. I don't know if the wind's swirling around here or what. We have no flags to look at. But the way everything works, that one there looked like it tried to come back toward the field. And another error for Mount Vernon.
Yeah.
6 errors today by my count for the Rams. And it's first and second with 1 out. And that ball came back. Not the best day for fielding for the Rams today.
2 on and 1 out here for the Rams. Down a run in the home half of the 6th. Bottom of the order, 2 up in the last chance 7th. And it's quickly 0-1. It caught the inside corner to Riley Martin. Low. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here comes the next one on the way on the 1-1, and that's going to miss up. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, 2 aboard here, bottom of the 6th. Salem looking to add some runs and make it tougher for the Rams to come back in the 7th. Jones, the right-handed pitcher, out of the stretch. Looks into his catcher, will fire. This is going to miss up and away, 3-1. So as it stands right now, Martin looks to be the winner for the Wildcats. But they check on the runner. I believe that was Conklin at second base. 3-1 is the count. 1 gone. Here at the bottom of the 6th.
Has to keep it at 5-4. He's not going anywhere. Oh, that play is not going to work. Not when you use it all the time.
Try that.
And, of course, if you don't get it to work, then everybody's going to heckle you. Conklin's played about 8 years, so he's used to that. Just kidding. Conklin's a veteran.
3 balls and a strike with 1 out. Here comes the pitch on the way, and that's going to walk the bases loaded. The bases loaded for Salem. They stranded the bases loaded a couple of times today. Just 1 out here.
Pinch hitter now coming in. It will not be Kinger. It'll be
Jared Manning.
This is where you have to bear down as a pitcher. You get the pitch off the windup. Base is loaded. The infield has to know out anywhere and know what you're going to do with the baseball before you get it. And this is where, if you're Jones, you've got to bear down and you've got to throw some strikes and either get a strikeout here and induce a ground ball, maybe get a double play and get out of this mess. Base hit, score 1 or 2 here would be crushing if you're Mount Vernon.
Base is loaded, 1 out here in the bottom half of the 6th. Here comes the pitch on the way out of the windup. Ooh, swung on a miss. I think Manning was expecting a little more.
He just wanted to put one out there on the track.
So he falls behind 0-1. This is a good chance for the Wildcats. up 1 here in the home half of the 6th inning, just behind Salem Community High School. Pitch on the way is going to get away inside, and Conklin's going to come home to score. Pass ball at 6-4.
Scored it off the mitt. Pass ball. Count goes to 1-1. Salem goes up 6-4. An inexperienced, youthful Rams team have looked very much like that today, unfortunately. Now the Mount Vernon defense will have to come in because the runners go to second and third. They have to get the out. Knock that ball down, maybe force the runner to stay at third.
Now, it's a 1-1 count, a 2-run lead. This is going to miss overhead, tried to go breaking, did a break, and it's 2-1.
Yeah. This is learning lesson here. Some people have crawled all the way out to the track football field bleachers to watch this one. They're high above. I think you get a little closer than that.
Here comes the next one, 2-1, tap foul to even things up here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners in scoring position here for the Wildcats. Always bank on your hometown team. Community First Bank, home of the One account, featuring free checking and high-yield interest. Member FDIC, Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Umpire catcher courtesy. That ball nipped Weber, so the umpire went and got the ball and walked out towards the pitcher, talked to him a little bit. Catcher need more time, so the umpire is acting like he's looking at his paperwork. It's amazing what umpires and catchers will do. They both wear that gear behind the plate, and they take care of each other, which is the way it should be in this situation.
Bottom of the 6th inning here at Salem. The Wildcats on top, 6-4, but threatening with a pair of runners as we're going to have
Holmes will pinch run.
Holmes run, Tristan Holmes.
Manning trying to get home.
Manning at bat, the right-handed batter against the right-handed pitcher, Blake Jones. He's in his first inning of work. Holmes will get a nice lead off the second with the runner on third. This will be tapped foul. A little bit of a tip, but it will remain 2 balls, 2 strikes. As the Wildcats have scored again here in the 6th to take a 6-4 lead. Scoreboards throughout the season are presented by Tony Wiltz, your State Farm agent. Here comes the pitch on the way, 2-2, and that's going to get out.
You can tell, dry, cold day, the pitchers are not able to get a good enough grip on that baseball to snap it and get a curveball over.
Full count now with 2 on and only 1 out here in the 6th for Salem. Banning will send this in the shallow right field. Giants will be on the run, and this will drop for a base hit. Here comes the throw to the plate, and this should be an easy out. Yeah. Wow, what a throw by Zach Giants. I'd say I should be more excited when my vocal cords almost froze. What a throw.
Wow. That ball dropped in short right field, and Giants, he faked the runner out a little bit, put his glove up like he was going to catch it. It dropped. When he deked the runner, I mean, he couldn't get there. I mean, that's all that was.
Nice throw up the line.
What a deke by Giants and right to make that runner freeze, and that was all he needed to throw him out.
Weber had a nice block, not that he needed it. And that's going to be an inside strike to Tolliver, who stands in. Doubled and scored his last time back in the 5th. He was a go-ahead run.
Now, see, the wind's back out of the southeast now. It just keeps moving around here.
Bottom of the 6th, runners at the corners, 2 outs for the Wildcats. Jones trying to get the Rams out of the inning. Quick likes the sign, comes home over the plate, but low. It'll be 1-1. Fowler followed by McGee here in the bottom of the 6th. 6-4 Salem on top. Jones will be out of the stretch. Runner is marginal leads off in the corner. This one will be lifted in the left center field. It'll be Story to get underneath it, and that'll end the inning. It's the Wildcats strand a pair, but score another run. It's 6-4 Salem through 6. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
With the housing market picking up and rates still low, now's the perfect time to purchase a home of your dreams. Hi, this is Joy Schrader, mortgage specialist from People's National Bank. People's National Bank has several different programs to choose from to help get you in the home of your dreams. Stop by and see me, Joy Schrader, or apply online at peoplesnationalbank.com today.
People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Loan subject to credit approval.
Renly College's Adult Volunteer Literacy Program is looking for volunteers to help stop adult illiteracy. Give the gift of reading and be a hero forever. Renly College will provide you with training and materials to help adults develop the basic reading ability needed to excel. You can work one-on-one, tutor a small group, or work with students in an adult education classroom. Experience the joy of helping others and change a life. Call Renly College's Volunteer Partnership toll-free at 800-369-5321, extension 1342.
Broadcasting live from the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square. This is Mount Vernon Rams baseball.
And we welcome you back to Salem here for Rams baseball. The Rams trail the Wildcats 6-4 as we head to the last chance 7th. Bottom of the order due up, barring any changes. Derek Hayes, Reed Millwood, and Blake Jones for the Rams, who trailed by 2 runs. The JV Rams won 11-1 in 6 innings. Really? Big win for Scott Gamber's crew. The JV Rams opened up 1-0. The varsity Rams are going to try for a comeback here in the top half of the 7th, down a pair of runs. Martin remains the pitcher. On for his 3rd inning of work. Stands to be the winner as of now. Is that 11-1? Uh-huh. First pitch is a swinging strike from Derek Hayes. Down 2, you got to get something you can hit or lay off. As Hayes is going to pop one into center field, shallow center. As the wind got a hold of it, McGee will make the grab. Well, wind's knocking it down. And 1, the ball doesn't travel in the cool weather. And 2, the wind's going to knock it down. And right now, hits, lack of, errors, plenty of, left on base, plenty of. The story of this game for Mount Vernon today. One they might see get away. First pitch strike on the outside corner to Millwood. 1 out, nobody on here in the last chance 7th for the Rams, trailing 6-4. Blake Jones is on deck. Here comes the next one. This is going to be into right field off the bat. A good run there by the right fielder Bevan for the 2nd out. Snow coned that one a little bit. That ball hit in the old cow leather and rattled around, but he squeezed it. And the Rams are down to their final out here. The sun really dipping down now behind the high school. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside WMIX, WMIXSports.com, presented by Community First Bank. Hunter Schrader is back in our Mount Vernon studio. Of course, Community First Bank of the Heartland, 5 convenient Jefferson County branches, the market leader. As this is the last chance, Jones steps in. The right-hander takes it outside for ball. Down to their final out here at the top of the 7th. Here comes. Catches the outside corner. It's 1-1. We'll have your Schmitz Relay post-game show unless something changes at the end of this inning. 0-1 coming. Strike outside corner. 1-2. Nope, didn't freeze. Start home. 6-4. Wildcats on top. Here comes. And this is going to miss outside. Count even at 2. Reprieve for Jones. Righty will stand back in. Lefty Martin trying to finish up a winning effort. 2-2 pitch on the way, and this one is going to be golfed at and sit down second base side. Turnaround throw coming. It's going to be high. That first dive for Jones of the Rams. How do I call that? My first thought is a hit. Yes. How Tate got to it for Salem, I have no idea. 5th hit of the day for the Rams. He ran that down in the alley. Now it'll be Ryan Campbell. He is actually 1 of 2 today. He walked and scored, was hit by a pitch, doubled and scored. A rare strikeout back at the 6th. 9 run at the plate, and he'll take a high fastball for 1-0. It's the kind of day the golfer, if you're playing, you keep throwing grass up for every shot because the wind keeps changing constantly here. 1-0 count. Martin will fire. This is going to hit the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Thing is even here. Top of the 7th. Last chance for the Rams. Down 2 runs. Tyner at the plate with 2 gone. And then Thomas' birthday today, by the way. Nice. At LTZ2 follows us on Twitter. We are at WMIX Sports. 1-2 now to Kim. Mount Vernon again down their last strike. A cold, clear day here in Marion County. Sun is behind the high school. Yep. Just a smidge of sunlight remaining in the outfield. 6-4 game here. 1-2 the count. Last chance for the Rams. Swing and a miss. That's going to do it. The Rams will start 0-1 for the first time in a while. 6-4 is your final. We'll have the numbers and your player of the game coming up. It'll be your Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
This is Chase Landers with Landers Collision Centers. Imagine this. You're driving down the road. It's dark as can be outside. Thank goodness you just had that left headlight bulb replaced. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see a thing. Now, close your eyes. Okay, don't close your eyes. You're supposed to be driving. Imagine noticing a slight twinkle off to the left, just above the ditch. What is that, you think to yourself? All of a sudden, whap! You've just encountered your first deer hit. The left side of your vehicle is beat up pretty bad. The next thing I want you to imagine is very simple. Picking up your phone and dialing 1-888-LANDERS to set up your repair. Deer claims are common, and usually a very simple process which fall under comprehensive coverage. This is Chase Landers asking you to allow Landers to be your collision repair shop of choice. Whether it be a deer hit, fender bender, or the regular, uh-oh, sorry mom, Landers is here for you whenever you need us. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
How can we keep the people we love safe and secure in their own home? Let the Medicine Shop's home medical equipment team help you with all your mobility and specialty product needs. They provide mobility products like motorized scooters, wheelchairs, and home stair lifts. The Medicine Shop's expertly trained staff can also provide car and van lift installations, and they offer a full service repair facility for medical equipment, whether you purchased it from them or somewhere else. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black.
We service a 60-mile radius area, so a pretty wide area. We service orders from several area hospitals, and we have the staff in place that really sets us apart. We have 3 respiratory therapists and 2 seating specialists to help with seating on wheelchair and power chair needs. And we just feel that we have the staff and the warehousing and the facilities in place to really set us apart from any of our competitors in the area.
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Credit, no problem. Auto Mart of Salem is here to help. Auto Mart of Salem is your local shop here, pay here headquarters. Quality cars, vans, SUVs, and trucks in stock now. All credit applications are accepted. Shop here and pay here at Auto Mart of Salem, 1819 West Main, Salem, Illinois. Shop online at automartofsalem.com or call us at 618-548-8611.
This is Mount Vernon Rams baseball from WMIX Sports. The Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show starts now.
And we welcome you back to Salem, your Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. Rams fall 6-4 to the Wildcats. They start the season 0-1. They'll be back at it tomorrow against Pinckneyville here on your Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. We, of course, have your scoring and stats coming up. We'll have a player of the game in just a moment. We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. We're on Facebook as well. You can find a full schedule, broadcast schedule, at WMIXSports.com. Your home for every pitch of Mount Vernon Rams baseball this season. They're back at it again tomorrow, Pinckneyville. 4:15 is your pregame, and I believe we have the numbers.
Mount Vernon had 4 runs, 5 hits, 6 errors. They left 11 on base. Salem had 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They left 11 on base as well. Winning pitcher Riley Martin, losing pitcher Connor Story in a game that took 2 hours and 20 minutes. The Salem Wildcats beat the Mount Vernon Rams 6-4.
There you go. We'll have player of the game coming up on your Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. We'll take a quick break. This is Rams baseball. Sorry to go basketball. Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
If you've been trying to buy a car with a challenging credit history, you've discovered that it can be discouraging. But there is good news. I mean really good news. Not all buy here, pay here dealerships are the same. Second Chance Auto really is different. For 34 years, Second Chance Auto has guaranteed to give you the best value for every dollar you spend. Listen, did you know that at some dealerships, if you buy an $8,000 vehicle with minimal down, it could end up costing you $2,000 $100 more? At Second Chance Auto, they'll explain how you can save more on the total cost of your vehicle. No surprises, just honest deals, bank rate financing for all, and a truly dependable vehicle with the best value for your hard-earned dollar. This tax season, use your refund where it will go the farthest. Let Second Chance Auto earn your business and your trust. You won't be disappointed. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call today, 244-4582.
Dig in with full contact coal miner training at Red Lake College. Learn in our new 20,000 square feet coal mine training center. Use real equipment like continuous miners and power sitters, and check out the new mine rescue and fire safety training tunnel. Associate degree and occupational certificates available.
We're full contact, hands-on coal mining. Real equipment, real live, all the time.
What are you waiting for? Call 618-437-5321 and get started.
Broadcasting live from the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by King City Chrysler. This is Mount Vernon Rams baseball.
Danny, welcome you back. Your Schmitz Relay post-game show here from the campus of Salem Community High School with Danny Czerwinski. I'm Chris Hugo. Back at our Mount Vernon studio is Hunter Schrader as we wrap things up here from Marion County. Rams fall on the road to open their year 6-4 of the Salem Wildcats. You heard the scoring and stats a moment ago. What do you think of player of the game?
I'm tending to go with Thomas Weber. 2 hits or each base 3 times. Tagged several runners out to plate. That would be my vote.
Yeah. Rams had some shining moments defensively, of course, with some plays from the outfield. Of course, we look back to one, I believe, second inning, of course, where Brookman was able to find Campbell, who threw a strike to Weber at the plate. Right. And Giants, later in the game, threw a strike to home plate to nail the runner. And so, I mean, you look at it that way, and, of course, that who knows how out of hand it maybe gets, of course, because those were 2 key outs. And it definitely had been 2 more runs to the tally for the Wildcats. But as a result, the Rams lose 6-4 today. But, I mean, all things considered, you're looking at a new lineup where you replace just about everybody from last year's team that finished 4th in the state. So, I mean, you can't be too disappointed.
No, and you can't. You know, it's going to be a learning process. It is different playing in a varsity-level game than a JV game. And you as Rams fans or the coaches understand that younger guys are trying to fit in, older guys are trying to play new positions, and that happens. And this is a learning experience for this team, kind of what you expect from a youthful, inexperienced team with this kind of, lack of experience returning. You didn't see this last year because of a lot of experience. This year, you're going to have ups, you're going to have downs. This is a down, and, of course, with baseball, you don't have much time to worry about it because you got to get right back at it tomorrow.
It'll be the Rams and the Panthers tomorrow here on WMIX, WMIXsports.com, otherwise known as Mount Vernon and Pinckneyville. We hope you'll tune in. 4:15 will be our scheduled pregame. 4:30 your first pitch from Brendan Klein Memorial Field. Then the Rams will go Thursday to Civic Memorial in Bethalto. Same pregame, same first pitch. Right here on AM 940. We look forward to bringing it to you. Don't forget Lady Rams softball this weekend at the Frozen Fairfield Tournament. You can find our broadcast schedule, again, at WMIXsports.com, where we will have a full scoreboard later tonight. That's going to do it for us for today. We appreciate you for tuning in and accessing our broadcast. You can stay up to date and end the game on the Twitterverse at WMIX Sports. The Rams fall to Salem 6-4. For Danny Czerwinski, for Hunter Schrader, for all of us at WMIX Sports, thank you again. I'm Chris Hugo. So long from Salem.
Thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports. Mount Vernon Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports is sponsored by the official voice of Rams Athletics, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Rams Baseball is also sponsored in part by the Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. Red Lake College. Save thousands on your college education. Log on to rlc.edu. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Winning Edge. Schmidt Ford of Salem, and also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Landers Collision Centers of Mount Vernon and Salem, Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, All Stars and Stitches, Central Christian Church, and People's National Bank. Stay in the game on Twitter. Follow us at WMIX Sports or log on to WMIXsports.com. Now back to America's best music on the legendary WMIX.